Let me change these things real quick. I don't know what the map is yet, actually. We got okay. We don't know what the map type is yet, so we'll just remove. We're gonna get started here in a minute. I don't have the draft up yet. The game starts in 10 minutes, so. I can add a new. All right. Let us post. Good morning, Linda. Or good afternoon for you. I'm not quite sure what time zone you live in. Thank you for tuning in. We're just getting the stream set up here, posting the links and stuff so we can get more people to come. I'm on the lookout for any draft invite links or anything that we might get. I don't know if you would be possible of being in charge of this. Probably not. I think it'd probably be more of a Cisco thing, but CPL should add like a streams channel. I think I'll probably just hop into post game for Elephant to join. Pretty sure the entire beginning.
Dude.
Hello. How are you? Let me.
Okay.
Well, the game hasn't started yet, so.
Who's playing for? Yeah, who's playing for Boomer? Justice, Paul, Forking. Oh, Rabbit's playing. Oh, I love Rabbit. I'm so happy to see him playing.
Nice.
Are you guys casting Chillbro?
Yeah, probably. Most
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna cast. You can stay if you want. I'm happy to have anybody.
I'll be back.
All right.
Wallstrom's probably playing. No, he's on Chillbro.
True, he is on Chillbro. He might be playing. Maybe he would know who's playing.
Who would know?
I know the last Chillbro game I cast, they forced Wayans into playing.
They forced Vanos to play?
Yeah.
Pretty normal.
Yeah. Classic. Cabo was in the draft, I guess, like in the call when they were drafting. And then he was like, actually, I'm not going to play. And then he went and played Teamers instead. Like Zoo Teamers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen any draft links or anything like that.
No, that's because Chillbro. I mean, if it's Boomer Gaming hosting, then they don't have a host. So right now they're probably talking with Chillbro about who's supposed to host the game. Actually, Boomer Gaming has Justice on their roster today. Justice can probably host. That might not be a problem for them today. Justice can probably host.
They also said something earlier in the chat about Michael potentially hosting.
Yeah, but if they have Justice on the roster, he can host most of the time. Unless he's in a different place than he normally is. Justice is a good host.
Yeah.
This game should be stable no matter what. Then, like, both teams' entire roster is essentially in Germany. They're both majority German teams. And, I mean, you could say Vanos is from Belgium, but...
Yeah, that's like right next to it.
It's pretty much Germany. It's right next to Germany. They can probably bike ride over to each other's houses.
Probably. They have the draft up, so I will switch my stream.
Okay, one of the ways to do it that I found for people that are joining the CoCast is you use, I don't know if you're using OBS or what you're using, but
I
OBS
am using
virtual camera. You can start the OBS virtual camera, and then I'll see exactly what the stream sees. So if you have like the stream chat on the screen, I'll see that. Like I'll see everything in one screen, and it's easy to watch. As a co-caster, that's what I do for my co-casters.
Okay.
Other people, like if you're doing like a restream for somebody else that's also streaming the game, though, obviously you just want to send the gameplay because they're gonna have their own overlay and stuff. But
yeah,
the OBS virtual camera works great for the situation when it's you and somebody else sharing a Discord stream.
Okay. Where is the OBS virtual camera? Oh, start virtual camera. There we go.
Yeah, and then on Discord you say stream that camera, right? And then I think it's also less taxing on your PC, but that's just an idea because the OBS virtual camera and OBS, it's the same stream split twice. Whereas if you tell Discord to do something, your computer, I think, has to do about double the work.
I see.
Because Discord will then have to do the thing, right?
Like this?
Now I see your OBS. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Maybe that's... I just clicked OBS, not OBS virtual camera.
It should go under webcams or something. Then
Capture
it won't be
devices,
it won't be
OBS
like a
virtual
capture.
cam. I see. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. So now I see exactly what they see. I see game start at 10 a.m.
Mhm.
Pacific, and then map type colon, and then I see your browser and everything, and it's
Sweet.
easy, right?
Thank you.
Small tip that I've learned.
Pro
after
tips with Elephant
casting
Guy.
Steam games. It doesn't apply to like anybody in chat, right? But I see you're putting the time in PST, which is interesting to me. I think most of the Civ community is East Coast, actually.
Yeah, I live in Los Angeles,
Oh, okay.
so that's just like, yeah, I could. I was gonna put like in 10 minutes, but then I have to like change it constantly. So,
That's why the Civ community uses the XX colon, right? When
yeah,
your game starts at XX00.
yeah.
And then it's basically the same for the whole world. There's like some places that have 30-minute offsets. Like maybe I'd be wrong in Tasmania or something, but it's right for pretty much the entire world.
So I have to get rid of this too.
I mean, that's why the Civ community does the XX00 or the break it is done at XX10, XX15. It's because it's hourly lined up from America, Europe, Japan, China. They're all on the same hourly interval.
Mm-hmm.
Some cool little things that the world has set up that I never had to deal with.
Draft
But
lobby.
yeah, what about map I can go to? This is game 1 of their series, right? They're playing for the 5th seed from CPL?
Yeah, they're playing. This is game 1. They're playing for CWC 5th wildcard spot.
Bet. The seeding actually matters a bit, but I think that if they lose, the teams don't make it in, right? Please hide the draft lobby URL, yeah. I get mad when that one's leaked. I don't think it'll matter this game, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the loser gets in. I think only the winner of the best of 3 gets into the CWC qualifiers. Dog.
Oh, yeah, sorry. She's a dog.
No, it's okay. I like the dog. Your dog is cute. Boomer is ready. Don't worry about it, Linda. I understood what you meant. Same thing.
Alright, Maelstrom, what map is your team gonna play? What's the strategy today?
They're allergic to water.
They're allergic to water.
Yes. Unless you have Kabachok.
Wait, why is Kabachak your water player? Doesn't he have like the bad connection to Europe? Shouldn't.
No. He likes playing naval subs. Like he plays Maori, he plays Dido, Indo.
All right, you're allergic to water, but your first man was Highlands. I want you to elaborate on this.
They're most likely gonna play Penji, I guess. But if they're not scared of water now, then they likely play Tilted.
Hello, hello. Welcome, Tooth Bias.
So you play
Tilted?
Naval.
We like Tilted.
We play mostly naval map if me and Kabachak are on the team.
It appears that you and Kabachak are not on the team at the moment. Maybe Kabachak.
Gonna be East versus West or what? Might be.
All right, Monster, I have another question.
Wait,
What's
they
up
haven't.
with White Rabbit? When did White Rabbit join Chillbro? How did you manage to sign him? I tried to recruit him to GBL for like a year.
Yeah, are you German?
I don't have to be German. I had a full fucking German team except for like me and Legenda. Like
Again,
everyone else was German.
Thank you for the follow. We reached our
Leander was
70
named,
follower
he was pretty
goal
much
just
German.
now, so thank you,
Pretty
T
close.
Wonder. Hello,
was it?
Nemesis.
His
Welcome,
name.
welcome.
Nope. You gotta have the German connections.
Also, you're not German.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Neither is Manos.
Maybe.
Honest is Belgium. It's basically Germany, but upside down on the flag.
Will it be Tilted
good.
or Pangea?
Gonna be
Yeah, Boomer gets to
Pangea.
choose now.
Pangea is for East versus West. I think the higher chance of winning. Since Tilted, yeah.
Pangea East versus
Classic.
West.
Are they playing the beta in this lobby? Or are they playing the old version? Probably old version, right?
Old
Yeah,
version.
probably the. Beta Indo question mark?
No, they're not playing beta, right? If it's the old version, then they're going to be picking the same civs you always see on East versus West, right? You're going to see like maybe a Gaul for the front line, maybe
Are we
maybe
gonna
a
see?
Genghis for the front line, some naval civ, like a sim civ, like Eleanor France is high priority often. Maybe we'll see like a Babylon backline. I don't know. It'll be the same thing it always is. Germany.
Last time, the last East versus West game I cast, it was also Chillbro. Oh, wait, was it East versus West? It wasn't East versus West, but it was Pangea Classic, I think. And it was like Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, Maelstrom was in that game. They had
I mean, there was
Byzantium.
already, some internal conflicts before the game started.
Yeah.
So we were likely just not gonna. I mean, if the situation like changed, then we would have most likely pushed to win. But seeing how Juanes was a bit tilted already, I think the game was already over.
Yeah.
God. Like our drafting wasn't good after Theodora in Japan.
What's up with the Chandragupta ban, Maelstrom?
I don't know. Like last time we played, Juanes was yelling ban Chandra because it was a good civ, and he's probably the one who pushed that.
So the ban Chandra is because of the good civ.
Well, because Varo is broken and Chandra gets fed
Yeah, it's
religion.
okay. It's okay.
But it's not okay. It's a unit with -5
Yeah.
and then you get general and then you have combat strength is not okay because it's basically a musketman at that point.
I was talking about Chandragupta. I mean, you could also pick Coupe and try to throw him frontline, right?
Nobody plays Coupe except for Kava, so.
Yeah, it would also break the map generation probably, but I don't know.
Yes.
Like, I don't think Devar is that. Like, Devar is cool, right? But I don't think Gupta is that insane as of a frontline. So I think you could pick like Trajan Gaul on the other side and be totally fine. Like just pick civs that innately have some tempo. You'll be bigger than the Gupta. Then you win. If you can just deny him like a shrine belief or two, I guess. Maybe if they all feed the Chandra, it's like crazy OP. But
Yes, you need a good team to function with it.
Corny was
You
also
don't have
huge on Gupta last time. He had like 4
Yes,
religions though.
because Juan has fed the religion. Like, he had no reason to just go Jesuit. Like, he was just tilted. He just wanted to do what he wanted and see where the game goes.
The double Byzantium ban.
nothing very shocking yet. This is pretty just normal.
Yeah.
We won't see anything interesting probably until the second, like until Team 2 picks. Team 1 pick is just going to be some standard strong civ on East versus West.
No, it's such a niche thing, but Sultan Saladin is a very good frontline civ.
You mean Sultan? Why not just pick the one that actually kills people, Saladin Vizier?
Because that actually takes more money than Sultan. And he
I
needs
think
to be
Sultan's actually
backline.
pretty good. I've been doing it in the Play by Cloud 2v2 tournaments. Like I said, we picked it on tilted axis because I think it's better on naval than it is on land. But
I forget, is it standard or classic ridges? Because if it's classic, like Sultan holding frontline is easy. Support bonus is just cancer to push there.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
if
support
it's
bonus is hard to push through on any, so if you have enough units.
I found them.
if you're like if you have a combat bonus, like it's a bit easier, of course.
But no, you used to see Vizier's frontline. Like, I don't know. I'd like to see a Vizier frontline. I think it's fun. Civ sitting tanks 10 turns before the enemy frontliner can make it to tanks. Maybe not even 10, maybe 12.
Yeah.
12 turn tank advantage, and your team, like somebody in the back line goes radio for you, and they gold buy you a jet bomber or two, and you go pew pew.
Of course.
Oh,
I think if you get 300 science very, very early, you can get to tanks also very early. I think like 10 tanks is enough to wipe out the front line. And you'll likely have cores by then as well.
Yeah. I'm
But
not
no
shocked by any
general.
of these either.
Maelstrom, what are the odds we see Julius Caesar?
Nobody plays Julius on their team.
Julio? No Julio from either team?
Except for Devries. Devries is the only one who would willingly play it.
Whoa.
The only Chad in the group.
Trash talking my boy. You know, it's not a good civ on this map, unfortunately. I wish it was.
No, because it's you go right instead of go everywhere. Like, it's more effective if you're in the middle of everyone than to be in the middle of your ally and go only one way. That's easily defendable.
Do you think we'll see a Spain ban at any point?
They haven't.
Spain's probably first picked at this rate. If it doesn't get banned right now, I'd first pick it on Chillbro without hesitation. It gives you a continent split for your team, which is nice.
Right.
And
That's
then
what
the
I'm
fleets
thinking.
are hard to beat.
So yeah, the fleets are hard to beat. You have pretty good sim in your backline. Combat bonus. You kind of counter any religious pick that they want to have if they do that.
One thing I'm sure, well, at least 80% sure is White
There's the Spain
Rabbit.
ban.
White Rabbit will most likely backline with Khmer. This is
Why wouldn't you frontline with Khmer?
well, because pre-sim Khmer is far better.
What do you mean? You want to take money on the sub, no?
Hmm?
It's a lot
I mean, you
easier to
can
convince the team to give you
no,
money if you're frontline.
no, you can do anything with Khmer. Like they're just built-in holy site bonus is so strong, and then you are also what the first pick
First pick Zulu.
Chaka? What the
Actually surprised they're going for Zulu over like a Gaul or something.
But yeah, like you have the Rome aqueduct ability, and then you just get more faith by existing. You get to your commercial hub districts a lot faster. You get to sim a lot faster because you're one mentality. You have enough to keep up with your builder buys because you have 200 faith by the time. Well,
Okay, hear me out, Maelstrom. I think you could do everything you just listed on Khmer better on Trajan.
really, really
Uh-huh.
though.
Yeah.
Monumentality,
Trajan's
Trajan.
banned.
Yeah, Trajan is banned.
How's Trajan bad? How Trajan bad?
No,
It's
Trajan is
banned.
banned, so you can't
Oh.
do that.
Yeah.
So your
Oh, well, that's just,
Trajan
I
argument
don't know.
is
That's
refutable.
banned by Chillbro.
honestly drafting mistake from Chillbro.
Hype.
Portugal first pick
Thank you guys
from
for the
Boomer
follows, Mr. Toes
is
and
kind of
Devries. I
polarizing.
appreciate it. Hype,
That
hype
civ
for the
is kind of
boys.
spawn casino on East vs West even, because sometimes it's still hard to set up naval trade routes with the civ.
I think they double pick naval civics.
I think it'll be Portugal Genghis or something. I guess you don't pick Genghis into Zulu. Portugal Hungary? We might see a Hungary. Hungary would be nice.
Yeah, Hungary would be a pretty good pick. Devries, Maelstrom Devries was wondering what your thoughts are on the lineup.
On what? On
The,
our
yeah,
team?
yeah, your team.
It's pretty solid. I'm wondering if it's Fabian frontlining.
Wait, actually, Mustard, why are you on the bench?
You have to leave in 40 minutes.
Oh, gotcha. Germany. Okay, I mean, there's not very much flair there. It could have been Ludwig. Germany.
I do agree that Ludwig is a better tempo civ than Germany, but I don't really like the fact that I have wonders placed on where I want my Hansas, and my setup usually is. So
There's a little bit of anti-synergy there.
if nobody builds that wonder, then well, I'm just holding my Hansa in my hand, nothing. I'm waiting to
CB, CB. You build the wonder and you go CB. If no one builds it.
There's
Yeah,
the
there's the
goal.
Gaul pick. I thought that should have been picked much earlier than it was on Chillbro.
Yeah, honestly, Gaul first pick is what I was kind of expecting. If not since Spain got banned, so. I'm surprised they picked their backline civs first.
Also, nobody went for Macedon, which is interesting. I guess Macedon doesn't do great in Gaul or Zulu, but Macedon is usually a problem on this map.
But with the recent Macedon nerfs, I don't think people would want to play him that much often.
What is the Macedon nerf?
The increase of production on the unit, the horse, and the building. I think that was the nerf on it. Like
I
the
don't
game.
I think we only increased the prod on the hetero. I don't think we increased the price of Basilikoy.
We can double check, I guess.
Why are you banning Ludwig after that? I mean, just picked Gaul. Do you really think they're gonna go Ludwig Gaul same draft?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I probably would too. Yeah, no, I'd be down.
Frederick frontline because red card, Ludwig backline because purple number.
Well, they banned Boomer banned Ludwig, so.
Oh. Wait, I don't think there's a reason for them to ban that. Like
that's what I'm saying too, right? Because they already have Gaul on Chillbro. I don't think they're gonna pick Gaul and Ludwig in the same draft. Maybe they would, but like, I don't think they would.
You have to pick two navals. Oh.
No, they don't. Chillbro could go Ottomans plus Russia and just push CV and be unkillable, right? or Ottoman plus like Eleanor France or something.
I mean, naval control is very important.
It's very important if you don't win the game before nukes, yeah.
Yeah, well,
But if you win the game before nukes, then it doesn't matter.
oh, because if the naval player is an aggressive player, then you can just also D-Day and just take the cities.
Dude, you're
I could
telling me
potentially
you're afraid of
see.
the Portuguese D-Day?
Yes.
Hmm, I'm not.
They don't
And
have long
that's
ships, but Varangian can still cross the ocean early.
It's not a. I wouldn't pick it into Portugal. Like, it'd be annoying for Portugal to deal with, but I wouldn't want to be playing grid.
No, Varangian is a slow civ because it goes holy side. The only redeeming factor is Moksha has been buffed, and if they reveal a CS, then Varangian can just contest that and then grief them with it.
Yeah.
So the last ban there was Mutasem or Hungary. They're not sure which one they were supposed to ban.
Hungry, I guess. Mutasem. Mutasem ban.
Also, often you say go push CV, but there's no one on our team that plays Russia except for Boris as well.
But you could go Eleanor France. There's a lot of CVSs, right? There's like 3 or 4 of them that are pretty strong and viable. Like Quinn Mandate of Heaven, Eleanor France, Sweden, Russia. I think any of those civs could just go push CV if their front line's not dying. Like before nukes, right? You need a CV that's strong enough that it happens before nukes. If you're dodging the coast.
Wayne's
Kind
could
of
also
bad.
probably push CV. He's a pretty decent player. And he's done
So-
speed runs and stuff, and like, or at least he used to do speed runs in the community that I was in with him.
Either you're losing CS control, it's really bad. Like, they have to either pick backline Tamar or Varangian. Varangian is better long term. Monka Giga Lincoln. Oh my god, who is
That
playing
one
that?
is not one I expected. I think that's
Who is
kind of one of the
playing
worst
that?
choices they had, no?
Who is playing that? It better not be fucking. It's Wasser. It's Wasser. It's fucking Wasser. Nice. Okay, this draft has no gold.
What is up with the hungry front line, by the way, in Degal Zulu? How does that guy do things? Like,
Oh.
that guy's gonna struggle, no?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Unless
mean,
they're
they're
putting
just
Germany
hoping-
front line and they're putting Hungary on the back line.
Germany does have an extra red card.
Well, most likely you're hoping for a CS control and then grief with Black Army and SRs, and then
And
Hungary
we
has
picked
more.
Eleanor England as the naval against Portugal. Like, I'm not sure, man. Where's the money coming from for the Eleanor to upgrade a caravel?
Hungary is also a better tempo civ than Germany early on, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have discounted commercial and discounted buildings. It's ridiculous.
Malmstrom, what happened to your team's draft here? How do you think that? What do you think their GPT is going to be like on turn 55?
Well, that depends on what Wasser's opening. If he doesn't open commercial, game is doomed a bit.
Do you think Wasser's supposed to open holy sites on Abraham Lincoln to guarantee the monasticism second age?
What? Okay,
What?
who do
You
you
have a mountain
think?
bias for +3 holy sites, no?
Okay, who do you think
And the Civ
is
wants
is
to get
frontlining?
to infantry plus industrialization quickly, no?
Who do you think is frontlining? Is it Gaul or Lincoln?
It's Gaul, though. Gaul is just very
Okay, but
defendable. You get
why
extra
would
districts to go pew pew.
you say monasticism though? No, for Lincoln.
On Abraham?
Yeah.
I mean, why else would you pick the Civ?
I don't know, to fucking outsim their Germany, I
Yeah,
guess.
you do that with holy sites. You're not gonna outsim the Germany opening
Okay,
compounds. You're playing right into the Germany game, then.
Okay, Alfred, nobody thinks like you in our team. I'm sorry.
I mean,
So,
I'm
one
looking
is
at the draft, and I'm not sure what your team is thinking.
yeah, well, they're cooking. That's all I can say.
They're cooking all right.
crazy. Wait, White Rabbit is on Zulu. Huh? So I guess Juanes is on England, Fabian on Gaul.
We got 2 Zulus.
Wait, why did they pick Genghis, by the way?
The last pick
I
was
think
Genghis.
it's just
Yeah.
so that builds horses. I don't know. It doesn't have a particularly good matchup into Zulu or into
Yeah, or in the Gaul.
Gaul. However, I don't think that they're trying to target the Zulu or the Gaul with their draft phase. The Hungry and the Genghis, I think, are both intended to disrupt the backline and either run around or levy behind the opposing line. I don't think they're actually trying to fight the front line one-on-one. They're trying to just not die to the front line, and then they're trying to play to disrupt the back line's ability to play the game.
Okay, that is a skill issue if you let the units behind the back line.
Sometimes it's a skill issue, and sometimes it's a map generation issue. Very often, the front line can spawn 10 tiles above or below where they need to be to stop units from getting through. And it can be hard to extend your presence up there, especially if the land is like desert or just generally bad, right?
And I guess with
That said, Zulu and Gaul should have no problem covering like their backline, considering both of the civs are very resilient and have combat bonuses that are very defensive. They should be able to plant cities in the way. But sometimes you just get a map generation where it's effectively 3 frontliners and 1 backliner. Like that happens pretty often on East vs West. I'd say maybe a third of maps are like that, or a quarter of maps. It's just very hard to defend your backline because the map didn't spawn the right way.
I mean, the only time that happened is, well, with Weird Generation is when the first game against Cock and Chillbro, there were 2 inland seas between me and Rome and India and Rome. But Rome had like 1 tile chokes of mountains, so it wasn't easily passable, but I guess until Chandragupta of course killed them. And we had to forfeit.
My team has also had a couple maps where it's just very, very hard to defend the backline as the front line. Like you don't spawn in the appropriate position to actually block for them. And our officials as well as in scrims we've had this happen, so I don't know. I think it happens more often than than we would want for a East vs West map type.
Yeah.
I guessed who the players would have played, even though I've only seen them play this couple times. Crazy.
Well, this
actually
is
surprised.
interesting.
Wait, what is this Gaul spawn?
Could you check the
Wait.
Ridges setting as a caster? Is this on standard Ridges or is
Standard
that classic?
Ridges.
Wait, this
It's
Gaul
supposed to be
spawn.
classic. I'm 90% sure it's an options. It should be classic. It is classic. Yeah, Ridges definition
Oh,
classic.
yeah, classic.
All right.
Wait,
Well, that's a fun spot.
Oh, look at this.
Wait, no,
This is
Gaul God spawn. Look at his resources.
yeah. Look at all these quarries.
Do you
Where
want to
do you
know why he
move?
has those resources there? Do you want to know why he does? Because the mountains have made better balanced maps say, oh, you don't have any yields. Let me give you some furs.
Yeah. I mean, he
I
can't
like
sell
furs.
the right. This is an easy Liang cap. If Fabian doesn't do it, it's like
Easy Liang Cat, man. Do you not think it's the easy Machu Picchu? The Machu Golsum?
No, Liang. This is easy.
No, yeah,
Liang
it
cap.
isn't. I actually think they have to remap for him. I think he doesn't have enough space to play the game.
Yeah, not as Gaul. You don't have. You have to like where do you even settle?
He gets to walk 2 settlers out of his capital, and then he's done. And then the other settlers have to come from the expands, or they have to walk through the expands to where they're going.
Go left. Go left. Let's see what the. I mean, it's pretty okay.
There's
Dude, you
Genghis
just
right
funneled straight
here.
into the Genghis. You're funneled straight into the Genghis, and you're telling me this is okay?
No, he has a Pamukal that's freshwater.
Yeah, you could settle it here.
Yeah, he has 2
and
freshwater
here.
expands. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
Up
it's
here.
a thing.
I mean, you also want to go towards them anyways, no? Wait, no, Fabian, no, Fabian, no,
Are they supposed to sell the fur or what?
no. I guess he, you know,
You
My
want to know if this
first-
is hit B?
my first instinct was just to settle turn 1. Well, I guess he saw the fur. Okay, well that makes sense. He saw the 3-2 fur.
Yeah, he walked toward the fur. I think he played great, and like I would have done the
Yeah.
same move there.
I also think like if you don't do this, you block all space that you have in here.
Yeah, I guess. I was thinking more of a. Yes, just preserve the tiles for the Yang, because this is just a disgusting Liang cap.
I mean, you still have
Like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by moving. You're trading this 1 copper for this niter.
Guys, that's not at all what he's thinking about. He's thinking I walked closer to my 3-2. And he's gambling on settling his horse. If he settled his horse, he
Yeah.
gets a 3-food base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
We know.
guarantees the +6 Epitium on the iron tile. Of course, he doesn't know it's the iron tile. When he discovers it's the
doesn't
iron, he
know.
might be mad, right? But if it's not the iron tile, he just got a +6 Epitium too. Like, this
But
is a good move.
Yeah, also
Fabian-
you
no,
put it right
White
here.
Rabbit.
So
No. White Rabbit is going horses. White Rabbit is going horses. What?
No,
Oh,
golf. Fabian's got horses.
Fabian is going horses. Once he see the horse, and then White Rabbit tells him where the iron is, it's like no brainer. Just to
Then
put
it's
the-
Chillbro.
No, it's not Jover.
It's Chillbro.
Like he has a still
He has a
pretty
+6
good opening.
still.
yeah, I'll have +6 right here.
But I think he's supposed to save the +6 for his expand and put like a +4 in the capital.
Yeah, that's what I put my capitals right here, next to the 2 stone, and put the other one right here on the floodplain.
Yeah, the
tile.
banana expand will get the +4, I think.
No, he's not. He's not. Oh wait. Oh,
Banana can
yeah.
get the +6 on the floodplain tile with the stone.
But
What can we?
look at the Genghis position. Do you see how like central that guy is and how much space is above him that he's supposed to try to cover if horses are running to his backline? Sometimes you get these spawns where it's just you got to cover like 20 tiles as one guy and it's not really feasible.
Yeah.
See how much land is above the Genghis here? If the enemy
it-
wants to run Lycav through there, they pretty much can.
It's Forking Knight. I don't see him play that aggressive that much. I think he's just gonna try to contain ball. I've played with him a lot of times in FFA, and he's very passive.
And you're
It
telling
might
me they
be-
put their not aggressive player on Genghis.
Yes.
This is a disaster. This is the exact opposite like player profile.
Wait.
you want for a
Interesting.
Genghis player.
Interesting.
This
They
is-
spawn
this is
next to
kind of
each other
a-
instead of like above each other.
Yeah, this is kind of a Among Us spawn, because
Germany has no
is
space.
basically taking
here.
the space out of Portugal, right?
Oh, they have
No,
like half
Germany
the
has a lot
city
of
states
space.
on this side of the map.
Germany has a lot of space. It just has a soul south.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has a lot of space, but it's kind of ineffective because he wants to spawn in the middle instead of like where he is right now, so that he can effectively just expand on all directions if need, like when you need it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit slower because of his peninsula position, but I don't think it's unplayable. Like, the bigger issue is, do they have a good continent split? That's what both teams are looking at right now. They're like, do we have continent splits to let us play the game?
Eh.
Genghis is on.
Genghis is
Yeah.
2.
Genghis doesn't count. That guy's going to improve one amenity on the other continent. Like, you can't count Genghis. That's not real. The Buddha, though, on Hungary, that's good. That's basically a 2-continent spawn for the team.
Yeah.
They've got the purple one and the white one. And then
then-
the other team has the red and the green.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you
I
think
think
it's
both teams. I think both teams can keep it for continents.
don't you think it's unusually large? For some
The
reason,
continents?
No,
They're all
I think
pretty
these are
big.
pretty normal size.
No, Pangea, like the Pangea map size generation, it's unusually. There's more.
I
land
think the
than
right
water.
coast is unusually straight.
True. This is basically a straight line.
That's the only thing
Yeah.
I'm seeing that's interesting on the map is that the right coast is literally just a line.
This is also kind
It's
of
like
weird.
Civ 7. It's Civ 7 map generation on that coast.
box map.
Yeah, box map.
Wait, did he get a builder or did he go builder?
It
Oh,
looked like
got
he.
a builder
It's
hut.
turn 4, so we got a builder hut. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that is.
Because it's already moved, so that means he
So-
got it like turn
Yeah.
2.
And
or
he
turn-
improves the rice.
Oh my god, that's
Man, if you're Slanga, you're remap minus right now, yeah? You're saying, guys, I'm going Artemis. I've got my 5-food rice tile, my deer, my horse, a scale. Right? Then
yeah.
I guess your team has to play it now.
Yeah. I don't hate this
He didn't even
position,
improve.
though,
Wait, he
for-
didn't even improve the rice tile. He grew to. You took
Wait.
farming tech before teching anything. He could have improved it.
What is he doing?
I'm mad.
What is he doing?
He's coming to improve the 4th ring ivory tile.
Oh, of course.
No, he's just scouting, but I think he should have improved the rice tile.
I would have improved the rice too.
It slows down his first settler by like a turn, but it means the second settler and third settler come up faster.
Yes, that's like you just get the production back.
You get the
way
production
faster.
back on your third and fourth settler, yeah.
1
So,
blue
I don't know,
CS, 4 purple CS, 3 red, 2 orange, and
What,
1
look
yellow.
at the Zulu spawn. Look at-
It's
Zulu
good.
spawn's
Yeah,
pretty
they're pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spices, diamond,
Three
sad
twos, 1
diamond.
threes. He even has mountains for campus adjacency. Sometimes you don't have that on Zulu, and you gotta really force it.
No.
Like, it's a good spawn for Zulu.
Yeah, I don't think that Chillbro remaps this.
Fabian wait, I think Fabian knew that he's just in a bowl of mountain and is not gonna go to the right.
No, he's
he
not
can
gonna go
see
to the
that.
right because that's what Allenrush does.
You can see this from he was spawned on this tile. You can see all these mountains here. And then when you grow to the fur, you see that there's mountains there as well. So like
You do,
probably-
but you're not going to send a scout backwards. Look at the Zulus. Zulu's probably also not sending a single scout backwards. You're trying to see CS on the enemy side of the map, see where your opponents are. For Genghis, you have to scout a city center, and you're going to try to find where the coast is so you can block the enemies from meeting your CS and meeting your backliners. Like both of
Yeah.
the frontliners are supposed to go north, south, and left. They never go backwards, or basically you just don't go backwards until you see an enemy scout that you have to hunt down as a frontliner. Like this is correct. What he's doing correct. Even if he's not in a fishbowl, he has to go the other way, and he has to go north and south. He should never be sending his scouts to the right unless he's absolutely like boned on expands. If he has nowhere decent to expand, then you can scout right, but you can also just naked your settler right and pray, which is probably the better play than actually dedicating a scout to go right.
I wonder if they'll ever make like a mountain tunnel and settle in this valley.
This is the
That's the
perfect
escape
Inca
settler.
spawn.
Yeah.
This is the perfect Inca spawn. Should have picked Inca.
This is actually a super good Inca spawn.
Man, if either team had chosen Inca on East versus West Pangea, I would have said, "What are you crazy? What are you doing?"
Yes.
And then what if you rolled this spawn directly after?
It would be great, right? But like the Inca and the Genghis matchup doesn't feel very good for Inca, and the Inca and the Hungry matchup feels kind of Hungry biased, and the Inca and the Zulu matchup is pretty bad too.
Toast
Like, there's no
said-
good matchups for the Civ.
Toe said the German mathematician doesn't want to go to 3 pop before his settler. He's gone.
Sure.
This builder's gone.
Yeah, he doesn't want to
Yeah.
improve the rice tile. He doesn't want one of the strongest tiles in the game. Is what it is.
And now he's coming
Wait,
back.
he's not even
I-
selling fresh, bro. Where are you going?
Coast, I guess? Maybe.
No,
You should be selling
sees
fresh.
Yeah, you should go down
3-2, he
here.
has-
Like,
no, he sees the 3-2. He has a builder. He's gonna improve it and has housing for 3 turns, and that's it.
I guess he can plant on the aluminum, and then he has a
Yeah.
half-cost aqueduct in the future, and he's gonna go audience chamber or something. So it's fine, but it's like not really fine. Like I mean, I guess it's
Yeah,
better
it's
than
your
his
first-
inland expands, but
It is your
High
first
coping,
expand.
but-
It's kind of really
I don't
bad.
think you
He has
should
a
make that
builder
your first
too.
expand. I think it's a city to naval trade with, right? I
Yes,
think it should be
yes,
like
you
your
go like
fourth or
5,
fifth
yeah,
expand.
4 or 5.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, but the direction he's going right now is where he's going to plant. It's like bad for your first expand because it's not fresh. Though the tiles are like the tile is okay because it's 1 more, but if no fresh, then you can't grow as fast. So basically, like just
Yeah, I think he's
They
kind of
have
nursing his own
discovered-
game. He got a builder hut, he improved nothing, and then he settled the coast first. It's not looking good for my Vassar fans.
I don't know. Might not remap, might remap.
I think it's a no from Team Boomer because they see the coast on Zulu, so they know that they can contain the Hungry for the most part and prevent him from seeing the backline. I think it's possibly supposed to be a yes. Sorry, it's a no from Chillbro. It's possibly supposed to be a yes from Boomer Gaming.
Yeah.
But Chillbro should nail this. Chillbro has decent spawns. They have like good spawn quality. They have easy naval traders. Like they have nothing wrong with their game. They have decent enough continent split. Whereas the German spawn from Boomer Gaming plus the Hungry being kind of sideways deployed, so Genghis takes all the brunt of the enemy forces. might be worth remapping. And it's the other way around. Chillbro remaps. I don't know what I'm
Why?
talking about.
Why?
I'm just blind.
Elephant. I told you it's going to
They
be.
shouldn't be
a remap.
remapping the Zulu spawn. Look at the guy. He's got
No.
a 3-2 mountain range, 1-3, like
You
horses
don't
up, and like
know
the
how these
golf
guys
spawn's good.
think. You don't know how these guys think.
Every single one of them have playable to like.
I
Good
wouldn't have
spawns.
remapped this
Their
if I
whole
was
team
chill,
did.
bro.
The
Yes,
whole
but
team on Chillbro had playable to good
don't-
spawns. Like I don't get
but
it.
here's the thing: you don't know how these guys think. It's,
How do they
yeah,
think? Are they thinking?
They're thinking.
It seems like
the
they're not
opposite way.
thinking.
Is the Eleanor spawn good? Like is the Eleanor spawn like that bad that they have to
No.
remap?
No, I think
at
one
this.
said my spawn is
3-1
not that
3-1 base working
good in
all
his opinion.
2-2s. Close to the wonder.
Yes, but they have already decided it. They've already decided it, and they basically sent their settlers in a journey so that for shits and
To
giggles.
force the remap, right? So you don't even have an option to go back.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm sending
I
my
think I
settler
would
to
have
the
to look up
coast
this
to
map,
force
that's probably
remap
wrong.
by the whole team.
Admittedly, like his other expands aren't amazing, right? On the Abe spawn that you just saw, his other expands weren't amazing, but they were easily playable. Like 3-1s, 1-3s, Plains Hill. Like you'll have a good game there.
Yes.
You get your audience chamber done. Maybe he wants the ancestral Lincoln, but I would go audience chamber. You get your audience chamber done, you'll get rocking and rolling.
Banana. On the Genghis.
Yeah, banana for the old Genghis. So the only team with a remap token left is Boomer now. So I guess we should just look at the Boomer spawns for the first 10 turns.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that
No
decide
river
whether or
on
not
Hungary.
Whoa, that
happens.
is weird.
Backline, blue CS.
I-
no, this is the front line. We gotta go this way.
I feel like Hungary would have spawned in that 5-tile river across, right?
Yeah, I don't know why
For
Hungary
some
didn't spawn like right here, and they spawn right here, but or
4. Yeah.
this one's 4, yeah, or 3. This is way better.
Yeah.
At least this
a
doesn't
lot
block
better.
this. They can settle here anyway. This is sus.
Look at the Portugal. Where's Portugal?
Portugal is here.
Portugal's chilling. I mean, his
Ooh.
southern expands terrible and his northern expands bad, so I guess they're remapping.
Yeah, this is ass.
Yeah.
It's got a
I mean,
banana,
the
I
problem
guess.
with the northern expand is it doesn't have food, right? So to get the city to 4-pop, you have to chop the banana or you have to finish the lighthouse, which is
It has. It
both
doesn't have
kinda
extra
slow.
food. It has a 3-2 and a 3-1 base though.
that doesn't get you to 4-pop.
Yeah, it just gets
Work
you
the
to your
T-tile,
population
cope.
size.
Like, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I didn't mean food. I meant housing. It doesn't have housing.
Yes.
I meant to say housing. But yeah, his
You-
southern expand is so unplayable that it's probably just sent
Yeah,
back.
this is terrible.
You have to settle inland on like the salt there and do a lake in the harbor, or maybe settle the
Yeah.
geothermal.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, this city has no food though.
That's fine. You have an internal trade route. And I misspoke before. It's housing. I was trying to say housing. The no food problem is actually not a problem in Portugal. You have strong internal
Doesn't
trade
the
routes.
lighthouse just make up for your housing though? But that's kind of
It does,
slow.
but you have to wait for the 60
Yeah,
prod
it's
to finish
slow.
the lighthouse.
Like.
Whereas
yeah,
the builder's like
don't-
27 prod or something, right?
Yeah, might as well.
You have to
just
do
make
the
it first.
harbor and then the lighthouse, actually, right? So what's the harbor prod?
You
The
just
harbor prod's like
rush
30 something.
irrigation and improve both these plantations for housing.
Yeah, then you get there.
You don't have extra stats to do that. If the T was 3-1-1, yes.
Yeah.
The T is. And you're also working one less protection.
Backline
time.
Nalanda.
Where's Genghis? Oh, it's right there.
Genghis.
Oh, look. Hungary's moving as I suspected because their spawn is sus.
What?
He
Turn
doesn't have
2
a
settle.
rivers.
I mean, this
It
is, they
doesn't
probably go
matter.
here, right?
What do you mean? It doesn't
No,
matter?
they get 3 over the river. If you're gonna be expensive, you're gonna just buy the 2-2. Is what it is.
No, he doesn't.
But I don't
yeah,
like moving. I would
I don't know,
rather.
just
I mean,
press
I guess
B.
it's only a turn 2 settle. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You save so much.
No, it's not
production.
that bad. You have a turn 2 settle. It's fine.
Your capital has no advantages for district production.
Yeah, but you have advantages in having more things quicker. Right?
Well, building across rivers is also things quicker.
Eventually, it's slower, right? Eventually, this
Yes,
turn two settle
but
catches up on Hungary.
this is better for the long run. I think. Like,
Yeah.
everyone would agree that this is better, but you.
You can
I mean, I
also
think it
settle
is
like
better,
here
but I just don't
or
want to do it.
here.
If my Civ decides I'm gonna spawn poorly, so be it. I hit B.
Elephant guy, you know that one Highlands game. You said, should I have made a holy site here? My spawn's kind of slow. Then yes, I would have told you yes if there wasn't the guy going for feed the world. Otherwise, your holy site is useless because you need food and housing.
I'm just gonna buy a 2-2 or a 4 food. Yeah, 4 food.
Yeah,
4
4
3.
food.
It's fine. He'll catch up.
For food better. See, you told you, fucking elephant guy, ever elephant.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. A lot of bananas this spawn. Actually, Gall has one too.
Yeah, Gaul has banana.
Fabian is so sad that his god.
Also,
So
like
Zulu. Is the
Canyon
Zulu
up
kind of
here.
free sim?
Zulu is right here.
Wow. Naval Zulu.
Yeah.
Kinda.
But you have
kinda.
good rivers to do calm hubs if you wanted.
He has a geothermal. That is a
Man,
Double
let me tell you, I know
geothermal.
this. I know that the Zulu does not want to place down a comp of this game.
Yeah. You're not placing calm hubs
Most
until
of the
like
time.
10 pop. If
Most
you
of the
get
time,
to 10
people
pop.
pick Zulu because they want to go run into their neighbor.
Wait, he has a cotton expand too. It's pretty good. And then
Yeah,
he
this
shares
is
the 3-1.
this is okay. It doesn't have a 2-2 tile, but it's got
No,
1-3.
it shares the 3-1 from the cap and then can work the 1-3. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Actually, who's to the left of Zulu? Is it Germany left of Zulu?
To the left.
No, it's Abraham Lincoln. They can actually naval trade on that coast south of Zulu if they want to. They probably will. Like, I bet Abraham will tell the Zulu that he has to settle that coast, and then they naval trade.
This
I
is
feel
decent.
like
Because it's not like
they're,
Abraham can really trade to the England here, right? Abraham's kind of
Like-
far inland.
I can tell you now they're regretting the remap.
Yeah, I mean they should be. I mean, okay, so if they remap for Vana's spawn only got better. This is a much better spawn for Vana's.
He has a fresh.
The only
expand.
downside is
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna have money to upgrade caravels, but that was always a problem with their draft.
He got a builder hut. Wow.
He's a high skill player.
God
Sir.
gamer.
I think he was going builder and then now
He was,
queued
yes.
up.
I think he should. I mean, he should maybe just finish the builder, but yeah, settler finish the builder. then other settlers.
No. Finish the builder for your other city. After
Yeah.
your first settler.
After the settler
Wait.
finishes, yeah.
Wait, look at that. Look at that Oakham tile from England. +8.
Huge.
I don't know why you're thinking about Opidums. That's an industrial zone, brother.
All I'm saying is, every time I play Gaul, I have a bad Oakham, and every time I play not Gaul, I have a better Oakham.
What's the goal
Yeah.
Opidum looking like this game?
Absolute
Plus
trash.
Sad and lonely.
I think
It
it's
is.
+3 if you include the mines.
It is
Yeah.
sad and lonely.
You have a
Yeah.
+3 if you chop all the tiles here, you get a +5. One,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, not ideal. They had a much stronger goal spawn on the other map where it was in a fishbowl.
No, it's I think it's only +4.
1, 2.
It's,
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah. 2.
You forgot. You're adding Machu Picchu in. Hello.
Oh my God! Sorry,
Yeah, so it's
sorry.
+5. Come on. You got to look at the peak, not the valley.
And then Germany has a, +10 Hansa because
Germany probably does have a +10 Hunza. Yeah. I think it's almost impossible to spawn on Germany and not have +10 Hunzas, to be honest.
yeah.
You could place
If
one
you-
right here, and you already have a +4 on to. Do you get 2 from
Yeah.
strategic resources?
No,
I think so.
no,
I
it's
don't
one.
actually know how it works.
It's only
either.
one.
Every resource is one.
It would work if you had another mine next to it, because then it'd be 2 mines and one would be a resource.
I thought
Yeah.
Hunzas didn't get adjacencies from mines, only
Do
resources.
they not?
Like
I don't know.
Yeah, they
They
don't get
do.
anything from mines because it's
No, they do. They do. Like
You
it's
can
a
play
industrial
Germany
zone.
with feet and still get crazy IZ.
Like, just look and see. For every It should say for every 2 mines.
Every 2 districts, +1. Nope. No
No, it
mines.
doesn't say mines.
How does it like? I guess it
It's not.
overrides the fact that every resource is +1. Actually,
I don't know. I think Boomer is gonna send it back. I'm not a big fan of the Portugal spawn.
Kumasi Gaming.
I'm gonna say, but my team will be praising Boomer for remapping if.
I mean,
They
look
do
at this. Look at this Abraham spawn, man.
Wait,
Remove the mountain
Wasser,
bias from this civ. This is such a bad bias.
Wasser is 4 pop. Did he get a pop?
Look at this.
He has
Look at this.
4
spawn.
food and 2, 3 food tiles here.
6 or 7 tiles in his capital are just nuked from mountain bias. It is the worst bias in the game, man. I
Wait, look
swear.
at
I don't know why it's on this civ.
Look at that Niter. It's a 3-1 base, I think.
Yeah.
Imagine if he didn't have the mountain bias, he would have spawned on the other
You have
citrus
4-1
above
base right
Washington
here.
and have a great capital.
Wait, that's a
yeah.
2.
You have
Oh,
4-1
he's not
base
going
on the sugar, working the 2-2 tile here.
Yeah, he's settling the citrus north of his cap.
Yeah, this is quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, this is also quick. 1, 2, 3, and this is also 4 turns if you win here.
To the
Does
players,
even-
that Niter tile probably looked like a 3-1, by the way. That
Yeah,
Niter
it
gives
is. Yeah.
like prod, so to the players, it's just a 3-1.
Yeah.
It is a 3-1, but if he saw the sugar, I think he would have gone to the right.
They probably don't see the
I don't know.
sugar.
I think either direction is playable. They both
Wow.
satisfy, right? One is an amenity base with a bunch of 2-2s. The other is an amenity base with a 2-2.
Elephant, he spawned at the 2-2, so he went down to have
He
more
went down to get more mountains. Oh, crazy!
Yeah.
I guess he was saving a trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do not like the mount bias at all.
Yeah, you get what you get.
It's fine on Mapuche, but even
Yeah,
then.
there's some stuff that it works with. Inca,
True. But Inca never gets the mountains. They
Inca,
just get fucking
Mapuche.
shit spawn every time.
That's it. That's where the less sense. Inca and Mapuche are okay with the bias. Everything
Alright.
else would rather not have it.
What turn is it? Oh, it's
Ah,
a
turn
remap.
down.
Yeah, it's remap turn.
Yeah.
I thought that there was a Zangi Dangshan here, but there's not. There's a multi-lace canyon up here. Pretty decent.
Yeah, doesn't really matter
Yeah,
unless it's somebody's
very
B2.
far. Yeah, it's very
There's
far.
Torres over here as well, but
Unless it's somebody's B2 or maybe B3, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, as
I told you Boomer was sending it back. I would have sent this back too.
Yeah. I gotta see the remap and go. Maybe can catch up later if I finish my meeting really fast. Wait, did you quit?
no,
Yeah,
they're
just
relobbying.
relobbying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just quit the
Well.
game.
Well then, relobbies take long, so I will see you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ugh. We'll see if Chillbro regrets the first remap.
They can't regret it now because Boomer remaps too, right?
Yeah.
So they at least should have gotten themselves to a map that was favorable to them if the enemy remapped on the second remap decision.
Yeah.
At least that's how I think about it, right? If you remap and then the enemy team remaps, it means that your first remap was probably correct. But if you remap and then the enemy team doesn't remap, then you might have shot yourselves in the foot. Because it means you went from a map that was good to the enemy team to a map that was also good for the enemy team, and then it's like, which map was better for us on the first time?
Yeah.
But
They
remap
say-
and remap, usually the first remap's fine.
Justice says, not gonna lie, I'm a bit mad. First map was so good.
Yeah. First map was okay for them. I don't think it was crazy strong. It was just better than the second map. Second map was bad for Boomer.
Yeah. Well, this is the map, so.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. The question is, like, really, will the Genghis and Hungry work out as a front line? That's the... Also, I mean, Abraham versus Germany backline. Which of those two civs is better as a backliner, right? Everything else
Yeah.
is pretty standard. The Genghis Hungry is going to struggle into shotgun Gaul around turn 80, I think. Around turn 80, shotgun Gaul should have a big advantage. But if they can get enough done in the early game, then we have a really competitive game.
Yeah. I think that my initial impression would be that Germany is probably going to be better on the back line than Abraham. But
It's not necessarily true, right? Because Germany doesn't have amenity fixing
yeah,
built into
that's
the
fair.
kit. Like, Germany has to build they get free district slot, I guess, if you want to invest in entertainment complexes, but they actually have to work on their amenities, whereas Abraham gets a lot of amenities from building their
yeah.
industrial zones.
Yeah.
So,
Matterhorn.
in theory, like, I would rather play the Germany. I think it's an easier side of the matchup to play than the Abraham. But I think the Abraham does have bonuses that are competitive.
Yeah. You
Ooh,
definitely just
Genghis is
move.
far from the enemy.
Yeah, but there's Matterhorn in between.
No, he's not
them.
actually far. He's not actually far. Matterhorn in between them?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be cool. So Gaul's gonna have to fight over that to keep Genghis horses from getting Matterhorn and running around.
Yeah.
Presumably. Like, if I was playing the Genghis and I was playing the Gaul, then we'd have to fight over the Matterhorn.
Yeah, for sure. You just move on to the Mercury, right?
No. You'd
No.
rather have a 2-2 base than the Science. The Science base doesn't really help you early. Like,
I guess
it doesn't really help you at all.
mine, so it'll be a 2-2 tile eventually.
Yeah, it's a workable tile, and again, the prod base for more scouts is better, right? If you settle that 2-1-1 base, then suddenly you're forced into opening one scout, or your settler's like really delayed.
Yeah.
You don't want to go
That's
one
fair.
scout ship then or settler, not in this day and age. That's not good.
These two are pretty close together. This is
The Portugal's a problem.
This is not great.
So what they got here is a very, very crowded backline between
Yeah.
the Portugal and Germany.
You would hope
And
that
then the
Portugal
Hungary
is down here like
is
Chillbro is. Hungary's
kind
got
of isolated from his team. So Hungary can't exactly trade to his teammates because he's isolated. And then the Portugal, Germany are too crowded, so they're both playing like 7 cities or 8 cities backline. This is not a great map for Boomer. What does the continents look like? Is it also all one continent on the peninsula there?
They're all
It's
on
all
the purple
purple?
continent, yeah.
Yeah, they got wrecked. Chillbro probably wins.
Yeah.
I mean, how many
Unlucky.
continents on Chillbro? 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, 3 on Chillbro,
3
1
continents for
on
Chillbro, and I thought their draft was already kind of better because of the frontline decisions. So how do we fix this if we're a Boomer fan? So we need Zen Meditation on Portugal with a 2 Holy Site opener. And then we need Germany to get Artemis or Colosseum, and then you can play the game at an even
There's
footing.
also a Zanzibar up here, which is good for them.
Kind of helps. Does Germany have Artemis or Colosseum as an option? Like, does he have chops? Do they have like a camp or something? Like, they have to fix their amenities, or they're gonna lose. No Artemis.
I don't see a camp, no.
So yes,
There is a camp here. There's a decent Artemis here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 5.
That realistic for your naval civ to go Artemis usually. Archery's kind of slow
Six.
for harbor open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have to get done meditation and go Coliseum, or they're gonna just lose on amenities in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe Zen's not mandatory, but one of those two players has to get Coliseum, or they're cooked. Like, you can't outsim a guy that's simming on a set that's about as good as you if one guy is +3 and you're -1. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah. There is a pretty decent Temple of Artemis in here somewhere. Maybe Germany can get it.
Yeah,
They
but I would
settle over
be
this way.
anticipating, because the enemy team's also still going to go for these high impact wonders, right? So
Right.
the Abraham Lincoln and the Eleanor and maybe the Gaul or the Zulu, they're still going to be tempted to go for these high impact wonders if they have a good Artemis, or if one of them has an easy Coliseum.
Right.
So it's not like you're going for these wonders in a vacuum. You're going for these wonders against the enemy team, and you have to over prioritize them to make sure you get them. So you're hurting your game one way or the other because of the amenity situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting your Artemis turn 33 with autocracy, right? Like, that's not very realistic. Like, that's the I could lose this and it's fine, it's not going to hurt my game that much kind of timing. You have to be going for it like turn 30, turn 29, like early.
Right.
Earlier than the enemy would be going for it, basically.
Gaul has a good Artemis, but Gaul doesn't really
Yeah, because Gaul could
prioritize
Gaul
that
could
either.
very easily go Artemis here. Gaul could very easily go Artemis here after his Epitiums in autocracy. If you're doing it at that kind of timing and you get denied, it's kind of your own fault.
Yeah. You got a four prod tile over here. Gaul can't Pantheon gaming? You probably go like
Actually good.
strategics, but actually pretty good.
No, Gaul loves food pantheons. So fertility rights and camp pantheon are, I think, two of the strongest ones on Gaul. Because one of Gaul's issues is you have all this production, and then your city is sitting on like 5 pop.
Yeah, and you
And
have
you're
no
like,
gold
what am I supposed to build?
because
And
you
then you put down the Apadana in your capital, and then you build an Oracle. And by the time you made Apadana and an Oracle, you might be 7 pop for your district. When you didn't really want to build the Apadana and you didn't really want to build the Oracle. You just were kind of forced into it because you had a lot of production. And if you made another settler, your pop would go down, and you really want to make your 7th district, or the 3rd district, but you just can't. Right? So all the food pantheons actually have large synergy with Gaul. Fertility rights and camp pantheon being the 2 big food pantheons. I don't think there's another big one, actually.
There's
Just
also
those
a
2.
really good fertility rights as well. You got like
Fertility rights is one of the ones I like on Gaul. Like, as long as you can place your districts down in a timely manner, this is insanely good.
Yeah. We'll see if he actually picks that though. Is he opening? Yeah, he's opening animal. He has 2 open. He has a +4 here, +4 there, and a +4 here. I mean, not like insane, but not terrible either. It's like the minimum of what you want. He's got the Gaul spawn over here. Look at this. +4.
It's really unlucky that his river has masonry on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Actually, if he was willing to move the previous game down onto the floodplain, I don't know why he wasn't willing to move here onto the stone for his
Yeah, I
settle.
don't know why you don't
It's
move
still
on
a
to
turn 2
stone.
plant, but you get 4 things over the river, whereas here you only get 1 and you have masonry for it, whereas the other way you would need mining. Not sure what happened here with the Hungary. If you were willing to move in the previous game, you should have been willing to move this game.
Right. I was expecting him to move. You also have another 4 district over here on the niter tile. But maybe you want to settle out here. I guess you'll probably do both.
I think the Hungary's gonna try to hide in the mountains. He's next to Zulu. He needs to get a science up so that he can have like men at arms when the Zulu shows up, or have muskets or whatever. He needs to be 1 tech ahead of Zulu, but most of the time, right?
Right.
Which is hard to do. If you get caught even tech with Zulu, eventually you get mowed down by crossbow cores or field cannon cores or whatever thing the Zulu is coring you with.
Right. They're pretty close.
So, yeah, he's gonna need to get a science up. He's gonna need to play the mountains.
I like this settle though on the niter. 4 districts. You can work the 3-1 with the 1.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. I'd be surprised if he doesn't settle it. He'll settle that, and he'll probably settle 1 left of his capital. And the north of the capital is what I'm not sure about. North of the capital is kind of getting into the harder to defend territory with not much reward, right?
Yeah, and you only got like a few workable tiles.
Like, the maze is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But if you chop the 1-3 over the river, then suddenly it's shootable by 3 tiles that are all hills that are all hard to control.
I don't think you chop the 1-3. You just put your district here, and then like an
You're
encampment
gonna
up
chop the
here.
1-3. You're gonna a district
Well,
that
at
you can
some
put over
point.
the river in a Hungarian city. You're gonna chop the 1-3. The question is just
I don't know if
when.
you're doing com hub though. Like you could just do com hub on the flat tile and do like an
So you spawn
encampment.
next to Zulu. Do you think would you open comp up here on Hungary?
Yeah, probably not.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be going campus encampment or maybe holy site for defender into campus. Into encampment. Like
Holy
blue
site
number
Hungary.
I guess you could go Pangala internals maybe, but you're like if you miss a general you're also in trouble. Kinda. So it's really hard to argue that the Hungary like maybe it's just straight bronze open. See he's going mining right now,
Yeah,
but
he's
that might
going
just because he
mining.
got a builder hut. That might be the builder hut though.
Yeah, he wants to improve the
But like you need
quarries.
masonry before you can put a district over your city anyway. I don't know. I think it's just a campus open and you're doing some second ring campuses and playing a low bonus civ where you hope you can levy. Because if you open straight swords and you get a levy out on like turn 28 when the enemy doesn't even have a classical tech yet, it can still be really good. Like your civ can still be effective.
Yeah, if
You're just
like he gets Vatican City and upgrades swords here.
no. You want to get a levy on something that's gonna hurt somebody that doesn't have a classical tech, so not Zulu. The levy would be going after Eleanor or Abraham, hopefully. Maybe there's a CS in the north that they find, like that red one up there.
Yeah, and Garmu maybe, but
If they can find that with the Matterhorn Scout, possibly.
unlikely, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Gull's parked a Gesate on that Matterhorn, so
He's like, you must go around.
I think you just fortify there. That's actually right. Yeah, just
Yeah, you
prevent
just-
the enemy from
Yep.
horning.
Look at this. Is this woods?
Yeah, that's good for the Zerling.
It must be woods.
I think
Yeah.
it's jungle. Is it woods?
Yeah, it's woods. Otherwise, it
Yeah, I
would have
think
like
woods
well,
is
no
good.
matter
It
what
might be
tile
really
it would have spread to the jungle next to it, right?
No, it's not a guarantee. It's just random how they spread. It like flips a coin. I think Zulu is settling forward to try to set up for a Vatican City kill.
Yeah, go up next to.
He's
There's also a
trying-
banana
also
here.
good land.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
bananas.
But they're going to be thinking about killing Vatican for one of Zulu or Gaul here, and I think you just give it to Zulu. Can
Yeah,
probably
I
defend
agree.
it easier from Genghis.
Campus on forking night.
Really? +1?
Yeah,
Really?
locking in the price, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like some campus encampment shenanigan then, right? But I don't know, Ordies are pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, the thing is, he had a lot of +2 campuses, right? He could put it on his horse tile to the left of his capital, and then he would have a +2 for 25. Like, the campus card is not negligible. You should be playing around it a little bit. Like, it's usually worth spending 25 gold for one campus adjacency if you're only going to build 3 of the things the whole game.
Right.
So I don't really like the
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
ripping
why I
a
put it
+1
right there.
campus.
I mean, maybe he's gonna put his Gov Plaza on like this tile or something, but
Sure, but you can also put the +2 campus and then put your Go Plaza next to it and have a +3 campus, right? Same argument.
yeah, I mean, I agree, but I'm just trying to understand the logic. Maybe there is no logic.
The logic is my team didn't have 25 gold and I'm opening campus. I think, but I don't think it's very good.
I don't know why
think
you
even if
don't
have
need to
spend 2 more
wait. You
prod-
can wait 4 turns before you get animal husbandry. Still place it. So the price wouldn't go up. He hasn't teched anything else if you
No.
waited.
It wouldn't go up until he actually text something else, yeah.
This is +2. Probably put it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, +2 or maybe +3, depending on if he settles maze or if he settles up. Yeah, it'll be a +2
Yeah,
on that city then.
I'm settling the Lux.
Oh.
Lots of bananas. There's lots of bananas are on this map.
For some players.
2 slingers.
Not actually wrong. Like, the Zulu has a bunch of scouts in his land and he has a builder.
Yeah. He
So
didn't.
he does kind
Oh,
of
he doesn't
need
have
a
mining
slinger.
probably yet. That's why.
He does definitely need a slinger.
Yeah.
Not sure about the second one, but the first one was definitely necessary. Yeah, and here the Hungary can't actually stop the Zulu from beating all the CSs between himself and Mongolia because of how far away they spawned.
Yeah.
Like him and his teammate are kind of too far away to like team up to prevent units from leaking to the backline. Of course, in this case, they're just leaking a bunch of blue CSs, which is less bad than leaking like your Germany. But
Yeah.
it does mean that the CS control is going to be really hard for your team because the Gaul and the Mongolia, or the Gaul and the Zulu, excuse me, have a relatively easier time preventing the enemy from seeing their backline.
Yeah, because
Just from the
they're
way the
right next
map
to
is.
each other already. Like,
Yeah, they're right
nobody can
next to each
settle in.
other,
Nobody can settle
and
in.
then like there's not any CS in the bottom right, I think. So even if a unit gets over there, okay, there's one CS back there, but it's leaking one CS versus leaking three CS, and it's very hard for the opponent to get to the Eleanor at all with the unit. They have to go all the
Yeah.
way around, and the Eleanor can also help defend the Abe. Like the East versus West configuration here favors Chillbro a lot. It really favors Chillbro.
Does Fabian bring it to this geothermal? I don't think this is safe right now, so. But you do have a scout to protect.
I think he's going to. No, he's back settling. Yeah, that hurts.
The Camp Pantheon is going burr. There's also truffles over
I
here.
mean, he could go. Yeah, he could go camps, but if he settles the wheat, it might just be fertility. What I'm worried is he's gonna say, "Oh, my spawn's fine," and he's gonna click Divine Spark or something, and then his spawn was possibly not strong enough to sustain a Divine Spark pick.
Yeah. Especially, like, you need the food to get to the district for Divine Spark to have any value. He's going
At
comm
any rate,
hubs.
at any rate,
Look at the comm
I think
hubs.
he's. Yeah, that's kind of dangerous. At any rate, I think he's probably just going urban planning on Gaul and waiting for Moksha or a
Relic on
relic or
Zulu.
something.
Relic on Zulu.
Yeah, I think he's not prioritizing the Pantheon. Is what I'm trying to say. So the relic for Zulu is actually a
Are
big deal. It gives his
Zulu
entire team.
Mexico
not
City
to worry.
levy by Wasser?
Wait, what? How did he get envoys? He didn't take mysticism, did he?
I mean, I probably got one in a hut and a good
He has to
quest
get
or
two in a
something.
hut to levy.
He
No,
got-
you need two in a
Yeah,
hut with
you
a
need
quest.
to. Yeah.
Like he's not gonna pick up mysticism for a Mexico City levy.
Maybe he
Like,
got
that's
two.
not happening.
He might have
That's not
gotten
real.
two.
He got two huts and then he levied a CS next to his opponents already. That's actually crazy. That's
Yeah.
actually so
And
bad
it's
too. Now, the
Mexico
Germany
City.
can't hide.
And it's Mexico City. Which
Yeah,
is
it's a good city state as well.
good, like, double synergy.
But the
with-
Germany is gonna have his whole empire revealed by this levy pretty much, right? Every city to the right of Aachen will be spotted.
Yeah.
And then he might also spot Aachen with the levy, with the warriors. Like this is super, super bad for the east-west nature of the map. Like the spies are gonna be pillaging like Germany's
Industrial zone.
zones.
No industrial
Yeah.
zone will ever get built. All the Hanses
It's
will be
not-
dead.
It's not good. Really, really bad.
They meant the Joburg. Eventually, they'll see that Portugal's back here. I mean, I guess they'll know that he's back here when they don't see any of the land over here. But, like, theoretically, Portugal could be down here. I think currency went up in the number of turns that it was taking. Warrior hasn't gotten back yet. This must be stone base. Yeah. No fish over here. I mean, there's third ring fish, but yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
That's fine. He's just gonna settle him in distance. His capital, probably. Oh no, it's a
No,
little
I
too
go
far
to the
away.
2-2 base.
Yeah,
Might as well take the one more
not
turn.
great, but whatever. Good enough.
Yeah. I guess you could settle. on this tile, but 2-1 base.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to. It's worth delaying the extra turn for the 2-2 base.
Yeah. The Itamanaki.
Yeah, maybe. Might see an Adam. Backliners like to build Adam for some reason.
Immediately placed.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think you should wait.
I mean,
Unless
what
he's
else do
struggling
you
with
build
phase, I
though?
think you
Like
should build,
a monument, maybe?
No, a builder probably.
Yeah.
In reality, you just don't want to delay your commercial hub. Like, you don't want to delay your district that actually does a thing for an item that you might not even get. And if you don't get the Pantheon, let's say the Germany takes Reeds and Marshes, and then you're stuck there with the item with no Pantheon, it's also kind of not necessarily a waste of 90 prod, but...
I mean, you got a lot of...
or
They're all
110
plains.
I think it's 100. I think it's
Every
actually
single
110 prod.
floodplain in the city is a plain, so it's still
No,
pretty
I'm not
good.
saying it's... I'm not saying it's a bad item. I'm just saying that it's kind of high variance play.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's called Irrelementanki and not, you know,
True.
just Adamanaki, which is what its name is, right? Because sometimes you over prioritize it and you're just irrelevant. Like, you've invested too much prod into this and now you're out. That's a very real phenomenon.
We have any Pantheons yet? War and Plunder, Zulu.
Yeah, alright, so Hungary's gonna have to go for a 60 price general if he wants one. That means that,
Stone.
like, the War and Plunder Zulu means the 30 prices are out.
Yeah. Especially since
He's
he's
also
opening
greeting a
Com
force.
Hub.
He's also he's opening Com Hub and greeting a 4 city open next to Zulu. This could go very poorly. The terrain is pretty good though, in that it's kind of slow, but the Mill Engineer makes that terrain problem go away for Zulu.
Yeah.
Assuming
What's
he
the
gets
first
it.
one's
With War
up?
and Plunder.
Art of War is up first.
Yeah, but with War and Plunder, Zulu should get the Mill Engineer and build a road, and then Hungary's in pain. I actually wonder if the Genghis is even going to go for a general here, if it's just going to be like
He's going encampment
campus.
now, so...
Is he?
Yeah, he's going bronze working now.
What's he not doing the third? What's wrong with the third campus, man? You have so much food. You have a 3-food base with a 3-2 you can swap to the city. The other city has a 2-1 base with 2 3-food tiles. The capital's got food as well. Like, just go for the third campus, man. Don't limit yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
He's definitely putting Gov Plaza next to this. I don't know if I would have placed it here though. This is literally +0 campus.
It's not amazing, but this
You could have
is the
placed
price that we
there's a
pay for
+2
the...
right here. Why didn't you just buy this one? It's gonna be the
well,
same.
one of... Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. I'm not in the church of the +0
This
campus, so I
this
don't
is
know how
actually
this works.
worse. Even with the Gov Plaza, it's still only gonna be +1 until he builds a
You
Com
need the
Hub.
Gov Plaza plus you're gonna use an encampment to buff the adjacency as well.
Yeah.
You put an encampment on the 1/1 above it,
Yeah.
and then it's a plus.
Then it's
3
+2.
campus, I think.
No,
+2?
it's a
Oh,
+2
man.
because it's only got.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just place the +2 right here.
Fine.
I guess this one's less safe, but this is clearly not safe either because he's got the warrior right there. Level 2 scout is I think nationalism boost is still bugged. You can upgrade a level 2 unit. Mongolia is kind of getting back. He's getting Muscat, which will certainly be helpful. Oh, maybe scout and finding Garzakarmu with it, which could put pressure if Hungary gets it. You can't move onto the trader through zone of control, right? Because there's not like a unit to attack. Like if it was the builder was here, you could take the builder through the zone of control, but you can't.
Yeah,
move onto
he
the
can't.
trader.
He can't walk onto the trader this turn. He's gonna get zocked a couple turns, yeah. But he can maybe park on the iron tile and wait for the trade route to come back. There's actually a
Yeah.
huge delay to the Germany game, right? Because the Germany is now gonna need to perhaps produce a slinger or something, or maybe even 2 slingers, whereas the Abraham's gonna produce nothing. So it's gonna be this levy play is gonna wind up being like a 30 prod swing plus like spy advantage in the future.
Move in.
The levy play is actually huge
I guess
for like
maybe he's
40
gonna
gold.
last move in.
He might not even, like, he's getting surrounded right now by units. Just having
Yeah.
a fortified warrior there, if they have to commit 4 units to it, like, that's already worth.
But you want to
Like,
move
look,
in at
all
least
of
to
their
see the
early game
city,
units are
right?
here. No, because you know the Germany is gonna expand, right? You know that the Germany is gonna put a settler to the right of his empire. Like, you're gonna definitely see a city. You don't have to. It's an option. But yeah, if you're gonna move here, you last move and then shift enter to wherever your destination is. Although I still think it's more like a. I mean, they're committing 4 units to stand around a unit that costs you like 20 gold to levy.
Yeah, it was 40
Because I
gold.
think it's 40.
You
I
got
think it's 40 gold per warrior.
It's 20 gold per warrior.
20 gold per warrior. Excuse me. So
So it costs
that unit
40
costs
gold
you 20
total.
Gold, if that unit costs you 20 gold and is occupying approximately 200 gold worth of enemy units.
Yeah.
Like 3 scouts is 180 plus 1 warrior is another 80. 240 gold of enemy units are standing around staring at this 1 unit right now. So just fortifying there and doing nothing is already a huge W. And you're forcing, well, he's not forcing a slinger build, but a slinger builder buys another 65.
I feel
This
like
levy play was a humongous success.
I feel like he's gonna get this builder stolen. Because he can see it now. Or
Yeah,
should
he might. But yeah. He's trying to bait him to not fortify there, see? That
Yeah.
play was actually designed to get the opponent to move the warrior, to go for the cheese, basically, the builder.
Mm-hmm.
He was a mouse, and he got put in the trap, where he lost most of his HP, and now the warrior's going to die. Which is part of the reason where I was saying that you could just stand there fortified. It would be a great play. You don't actually have to do anything with it.
Yeah. He did reveal Berlin though, which will be good, like a good spy location.
Oh yeah, it's a huge problem for the enemy team. But he was probably going to reveal Berlin eventually anyway, just with spies hopping around the empire. Like, Germany's
Yeah.
land is too... It's gotten too...
It's very flat and not very many
you got
features
too
to
deep,
like block
basically. No,
tiles.
you just got too deep. Yeah, you got too deep into it. Now Germany's going to be seen, especially with the extra district. It's basically impossible to put your districts in such a way that they can't jump to something and see you.
Yeah. Very fair. Let's see if Anshan ever gets revealed by Chillbro. Rip. He got now this scout has both promos. Take a look at Golden Age. 5 turns left. I mean, everybody should be getting it. Yeah, everybody's got it. Mongolia will get it from the Sioux, if not something else. Pretty good prod.
Stone circles on Hungary. I wonder if he's ever replacing that stone over the river in his capital. It might just be a 0 district over river kind of game on Hungary, at least in the capital.
Maybe.
I mean, if you're working a 2-4, it's not that bad. Like, you're not going to be that upset.
Yeah.
But I think the 25% prod towards your audience chamber or your warlord's throne and your intelligence agency or your foreign ministry is worth it. You probably have to sack the stones still. Yeah, I'm shocked that the Hungary's doing comp up here. Like, he feels very confident, but I would not feel confident at all spawning next to Zulu. I've had too many Zulus spawn next to me and just donkey into me when I'm playing Hungry that I would not feel very comfortable here going comp hub. Like straight comp hub. I could see like 2 campus, 2 encampment, 2 comp hub discount. I could see that being a good build here. Or maybe you flip it around, 2 encampment, 2 campus, 2 comp hub. Like something like that I could see. But this full wait, he's on bronze now. Wait, he was on comp hub earlier.
Did he unlock? He looks like he unlocked comp hubs. Yeah.
Okay, so he made it to comp hub and now he's going encampment. But it's War and Plunder Zulu, so you're just praying you get a general, or what is the strategy here? How do you get the general? Like what district? Like you don't have the food in any of your cities to do this. I guess your B2.
You're chopping the wheats.
No, your B2 can get 1 encampment done, right? It's gonna be 4 pops.
Yeah,
soon.
you can put one like over here.
So
Somewhere.
you need that city to get you a general, which means you have to walk builders down to it, and you have to chop the encampment out, and then you have to chop the general out. And if the Zulu decides that you're not getting a general, you're not getting a general. So he has to pray that the Zulu is not projecting.
Not yet, but he probably will soon once he finishes. Like,
I don't think he will. If he's building barracks, I don't think he's going to project. I think he's making the assumption that the enemy is being respectful, when in reality that's not the case. Because sometimes I don't bother attempting to deny a general because I know the enemy is like a good player. Like they're not gonna, they're not just gonna fumble like that, right?
Yeah.
So probably it's a similar case here for Zulu. He's like, oh well, I mean the guy's gonna get a general if he wants one. There's no reason for me to project when I make like 10 passive points a turn or whatever.
I mean,
I'll just
now though you
wait.
see the triple com hub, right?
Yeah, but you didn't see that until right now.
Yeah, but he's still building.
And if you start trying, I mean, if you start trying for the giant now, it might be too late. Like, if you're gonna go for the deny, you build the Akandas and then you go straight to projecting. I think the barracks are kind of bad. You'd rather have a builder than a barracks.
Yeah. The barracks gives golden culture, but
It gives you a little bit of production, neutral GPT, and 1 culture, I think.
Yeah.
Did you just place hanging gardens?
No, he placed a campus.
Oh, okay. Oh, there?
Yeah, it's +2,
Bro,
I guess, but
look up. Doesn't he have like a mountain range up there that's like got yield, like
it's got
adjacent
one mountain. You could. It's got one mountain.
I guess
but
not really.
It takes the place. Like you could put like here, I guess, but you
Yeah,
lose
okay, not
your
really.
forest fire tiles that way.
It's fine. It's fine. He's gonna put a plaza next to it. Like it's okay. Although the plaza is probably gonna go on one of the 2/2s, so it's more of a neutral. It'll go to +3, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah, he'll get a +3 campus from that.
It's actually unironically a road. If he puts his plaza on the 2/2, left of
2.
whatever it is,
Left of.
he can use the campus and the plaza as a road for the Akanda to get it onto the stone tile faster. So that Akanda, the units are a little bit quicker, coming out the same way as all the other units.
Here.
Yeah, connecting all your Akandas and all your encampments together with a road is like a tech that not too many people do, but it can mean that your logistic network for like pressuring your enemy is a lot easier.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good tile for it. You also don't like totally sack your.
I also
GCCs.
hate how I want to point out that the Zulu's trader. I don't even see it. Like, oh no, there it is. Okay, it's chilling. It's all good. Didn't even see it for a while.
It's
At least
the
he wasn't doing
map
one of those-
camouflage by playing the brown color.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like, there's been some like games I've been watching recently where the first trader comes out turn 35 and it's just unhuman. The trade route's so high value.
Yeah. That's
God
an
bless. I
unlucky
think
6
everyone this
turns.
game at least has a trader. Yo, he got a Pantheon too. What did he get?
City Patron Goddess.
He went City Patron? Did someone else go Reeds and Martians, or did he just not care?
I think he just didn't care.
Really?
Fertility rights,
You're building the Edom?
religious settlements, God of the Sea. Yep. I mean, but it's only this one city.
No, but
And like,
show
yeah, I
me
guess-
the religious settlements value. Show me the value. Where are we putting the cities to make this work? How many more cities can Lincoln make this game?
No, he's got City Patron Goddess. Religious settlements is Germany.
Oh, City Patron. Sure.
And he's got 0 districts up.
I
so
don't
far.
like the city. I don't like the religious settlements on Germany either. That guy's going like max 9 cities there.
Yeah. I don't really like the religious
don't like-
settlements either.
I mean, The
He's
city
a-
patron's okay, but I don't know. I think I could have gone reads and marshes on this Germany spawn without much hesitation.
Yeah, you have one here. You got some up here.
Like your spawn's not that great.
You definitely boost this city, and this has a few marshes in it too. This is marsh over here.
I mean, the argument is that all the non-hill tiles will be a district for Germany in the future, right? It'll be like Aqueduct, Hansa, Com Hub, Dam, whatever, right?
yeah.
But it's not a great argument.
He's put these comm hubs down to boost Hansa's, and then they got ruined by his horses.
Yeah, that's kind of a disaster, but I don't know if he did that for the reasons you think, right? You wouldn't be setting up your comm hubs around that wine tile anyway.
Yeah.
He might be doing like one city setups here, where each city just has Aqueduct, comm hub, plus 2 districts on the Hansa. So the Aqueduct right of the capital, or I guess south of the capital.
You put it like
It's
here.
not great. No,
and
it's
here.
not. It's awkward. Yeah, like it's not great. Like this is awkward, but
Do you leave
maybe
this
it'll work
for
out.
Portugal? Maybe
I mean, you got to
this
put one
for
city on the coast
Portugal.
to trade with them. So
Yeah, that's true.
you got to put actually not one. You probably have to put 2 cities on the coast to trade with Portugal to be like real. So you got to tell him that you're taking 2 cities coastal, and then tell him that's okay somehow.
You're stuck with this. That's all you get.
Yeah, you get to play. You get to play 6 cities. Like good
6
luck,
city
Portugal, I
flat.
believe in you.
Flat plains gaming.
It's not a good map for Boomer, and I don't think they've done anything to fix their amenity problems yet.
No, nobody's prioritizing Artemis or anything like that.
Well, what I'd be looking for is I'd be looking out for Zen Meditation, and I'd be looking out for Colosseum. I didn't expect a very early Artemis.
We have 0 holy sites, and I can't imagine either of them teching holy site.
I mean, I can easily imagine the Portugal. The Portugal's already teched holy
Yeah,
sites.
true. He doesn't actually need it for harbors.
He just needs to place 1 or 2.
Yeah, maybe you
1, I
place
guess.
one
1
up
is
in
probably
this
better.
city.
2.
or
Sometimes
something.
you put 2 holy sites down, and you're kind of a rel. Let's just say it's 1 holy site.
He's making a spearman.
That's a quest. I'm certain of it. He's doing a quest in some city state somewhere with the spearman. He wouldn't be willing to spearman otherwise.
Yeah, probably. Second general coming out now. He popped the book.
Did he pop the book already?
Yeah, he popped the book.
Yeah. I think it's a good call.
I
He's
mean,
gonna get another general. For
yeah,
sure.
he's definitely getting. He has another one in like 2 turns. He actually has it next turn. 8 points already.
God of War and Plunder, do you mean 2 monuments for free? I took the 2 free monuments path, yeah.
God of War, yeah.
I mean, it's 2 monuments, right? That book is
Yeah,
4.
book is for
Like-
culture, so. 2
And it's
free
actually
monuments.
all the cultures in the Moksha city too, right? So it's actually like
Yeah.
5 culture because you get 15% bonus culture from Moksha.
And you also get free monument, like each, like 2 barracks is a monument as well.
Yeah, he's gonna have plenty of early culture.
Yeah, he's actually. I guess he doesn't.
Oh,
have,
Gull's going for a general. What is
Can you
Gull's
show the
general
continent
for? Is it for the
situation?
Gangle?
Yeah, right now Boomer Gaming only has 1 continent, and the other 3 continents are all on. Chillbro, not a good continent situation. They asked in chat. Opidum's coming out now.
What I'm more interested in is the encampment on Gull, right?
Yeah.
Is he going to get a classical general at all? Because that's kind of late.
I mean, yeah.
And will the Genghis even get a classical general at all? Or
I
is it
don't
waiting on
think
Kesha
so,
general?
because he's not doing a project. And he's not going to get a general passively on one encampment.
Is the Hungry even going to place an encampment down? No, he put his
Nope.
plaza.
He
in
put his
next to the-
plaza
okay.
next to it. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Buddha. Maybe Buddha's the place for the encampment.
Yeah, like here,
I,
perhaps.
I don't know where you're supposed to put it. Yeah, I guess there. It's good
I would.
enough.
This is
It's
the only
kind of
tile
low.
that doesn't like die immediately. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You just chopped a 4-pop. Is it time for the encampment? Right there. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting it. Like, it's a Moksha capital. It's not a Magnus cap.
Hmm.
I mean, if he gets a 60 cost general and he was, why is he not a wait? Maybe it's Moksha 2 capital Pingala expand for Pingala internals with the
Into the Pingalan to Sesged for.
yeah, and just Zagged. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the angle. Don't know. It's really awkward. He was dedicated to this Cam Hub Open though. But
Yeah.
this is gonna make a very scary period of time against Zulu. Actually,
I'm
this whole
sure
game's gonna
Hungary
be
went
scary
Amani
against
at
Zulu.
Muscat. No, Genghis went Amani into Muscat, and Hungary went Amani into Nalanda.
Wait, so it's Moksha 2, Amani 1. Where's your blue number come from? How are you getting a blue number? There's no blue districts in this whole build.
You get the free tech from. You build just a bunch of Nalandan unique improvements for your blue number.
Yeah, but
and
that only
co-
works one time. You know that, right?
You only get the tech one time, but the improvement provides
Yeah.
2 science.
Oh, the improvement for the 2 signs. I see. Think about that. Not sure. That sounds like a lot of production.
It sounds like a lot of builder charges for 2 science.
I mean, it's actually fine. Like 1 build charge for 2 science, it's like better than.
It also gets boosted by
a
holy sites and
library,
campuses, I'm
kinda.
pretty sure.
Does it? I only ever built it once.
Plus
per
2
se.
science, plus 1 housing, plus 1 faith for adjacent holy sites, and science for adjacent campuses. And it gets
Oh shit.
plus 1
So you could
science for
actually use
every
that.
adjacent campus after scientific theory, and a free tech.
So you could actually do that. For like.
Yeah,
some
you could
kind
do
of
like
setup.
campus in here and a campus like here. Or I guess you probably place one of them in over here, right?
Except
I
you're
don't.
not actually you're not leveraging the card for campuses at that point because you have to put your campuses in awkward locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever used that
You can
Milano
also
improvement.
only place
had
them
to
on
be
flat
really good like
tiles.
one time.
Yeah, it's only a really good one. Like you can get like one good one.
Oh, I did it one time where I was playing Mongolia, and I was asking the team, "Hey, could somebody tech printing for me on like turn 55?" And the whole team was like, "Nah, like I can't do it, sorry." And then I placed the improvement, and I got printing for free. And then my opponent was like, "What the hell? How does this guy have +6?" And I proceeded to build units and really annoy him. I didn't actually kill him though because horses are bad. But yeah, that's the one time I've seen it be impactful. Is like if Genghis gets printing for it, or maybe you can get like some really late game text for it. Square rigging's cool, right? It's really hard to boost square rigging. Sometimes
Yeah.
you get square rigging.
Other good ones are like just text that you don't want. I don't know, like government, like siege
It's just-
tactics
the
is
text
pretty
that you can't
decent to
boost.
get. It's not hard to boost, but it's like
No, just things you can't boost are the ones you want to get. So if you're a land civ and you need cartography boost, it's cool. Previously, when ballistics boost used to be impossible, it didn't always used to be build 2 forts. It used to be something that was impossible to do. I don't even remember what the old ballistics boost was. It was so impossible to do. You always hard tacked it every game.
I thought
That's
it was
one of the
always
better
build
changes
2
BB's
forts.
made, actually. Has it? Maybe.
I think it
I
was
don't know.
always
Maybe the
build
forts are
2
just more
forts.
prevalent because we buffed military engineers 7 times.
Yeah, I think it's now it's just easier to boost because you have 3 charges on your military engineer. And they moved forts to be earlier because forts used to be at siege tactics,
Oh, did they? Yeah.
but now
So
they're on
that's part
military
of what I mean,
engineering.
right? It used to be a hard tech every game because you would lose an entire military engineer for it, and you had to have like prerequisites as well.
Yeah, you had to have siege tactics.
Like when you're trying to rush ballistics so you don't die to a ballistics push. That actually was a reason. I think that's part of the reason ballistic pushes used to actually be popular.
Why? What is
It's
this?
because they had to hard tech it. Was that a settler?
A warrior. Like one
I think
turn.
it's the Siege Cahokia.
Maybe, yeah.
He's gonna build a warrior, walk it down to Cahokia so that he can park it behind it, and they can hopefully
Yep.
siege it for a kill for their England. But I think it
Yeah.
would be better just to make a third boat. To be
I
honest,
think so too. They have a third boat. It's coming.
I mean, even a fourth boat. It's not like the boat's gonna be wasted. One day you'll have caravels.
Yeah.
Build a boat on Abraham actually, out of
Out of Los
Los Angeles or whatever
Angeles,
that's what he
yeah.
is.
He's gonna need a boat.
Yeah, build the boat on
eventually.
Abraham. He needs the air to score anyway. You might as
Yeah,
well help the guy get
right.
Golden Age.
Right. I guess it was one turn, but I don't know. I think like
How many
Ancestral
non-crush cities does
Hall?
our brother Abraham have right now? Wait, Ancestral and Eleanor. What the hell? What are you doing?
off fresh settle. He's at 6 now. Yeah, I don't know what this ancestral is. Like this
you're playing
audience
Eleanor. You
chamber.
benefit from having like tall cities that have a lot of districts in them, right?
Like audience chamber. Like it's much easier to like get away with doing an audience chamber that's meh. But if you have an ancestral hall that's meh, your game is just like fucked.
Yeah, I don't quite get this one. I think he's playing like max 9 cities, so I don't know why it wouldn't be audience.
I mean, I guess you could settle all down here, but I don't know. I
It
wouldn't.
looks really green and flat.
Yeah. You got some resources, but very green and flat.
He's not even got to the sea, right? What he's like Divine
No,
Spark?
he's Divine Spark.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't see it.
And he's already 4 cities.
It might be a misclick.
Then don't you just say, fuck, I wasted a turn of prod and click audience chamber?
You don't necessarily see it. You don't necessarily see it.
Maybe not, yeah.
Like, he's going to do a 4-city ancestral build, right? But I think he's going to go up to, like, 9 cities maximum, so I don't understand the audience. Or the ancestral, excuse me. Like,
Yeah.
10-city audience chamber is the most common FFA build, pretty much. It's like 10-city audience. Like, that's where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're going 10 cities in your backline, which
He
presumably
could have
is about his
delayed
peak,
Bradford for a build or two, yeah.
just go audience. Like, I'm not a fan. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this. I think this is a small misplay by Bonas. Maybe he's gonna say, "Oh, but I like the way Ancestral feels better." Or I had some idea in mind, but I don't
Well-
see it. I also don't really see this energy of Moksha internals on the civ that wants to make theater squares. Is he just kind of campuses right now?
That was Theater Square that he just placed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't understand the idea behind Moksha Capital with the theater square discount civ. Surely it would be Magnus, no? Especially if you're going audience, like Ancestral. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't
He has
know.
an idea in mind, though.
I guess like Magnus is also good tempo because of the chop value and stuff.
Well,
so.
if you're going to be making theater squares and you're Divine Spark, and so you're planning on building early amphitheaters, you don't really need the culture from Moksha. And at that
Yeah.
point, the production for Magnus is probably better.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
like
not certain. I mean, I am certain that I'm not a fan of it.
Campus
but I'm not
project?
certain that it's...
Zulu projecting Hypatia?
Hey man, that's a free library.
Yeah, I like
Free.
the
Air quotes
Hypatia
free.
project. It's probably like 2 prod. He actually chopped this tile. But
It's
still.
like 2 turns.
Yeah, 2-turn project is it's still good. And I think you get it with the 1 project. So.
Hungary looks like they love you, Vatican, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
They have like what, three archers and 2 warriors.
2
They
archers.
need to upgrade swords.
1 sword, a warrior, and 2 archers.
Oh, the sword's cool. Okay. And then what do we have? Has he levied Nalanda yet, or whatever the city on the bottom right is?
They haven't levied it yet. No, he
But he
has
has a
Sused
money.
it. He has Sused it, but he's not.
But he
levied
hasn't
it.
levied it. He needs to levy that. That's a CS. That's an envoy and a blue CS. Like you have to
And a
levy
campus.
that. Like
Like
the enemy
you
can
get
test
free
you before you
campus
levy.
here.
Like
I get
no,
it.
you have to
You don't-
levy that. It's
yeah.
not really a choice. Like you could say it's a choice, right? Like there's like some amount of team decision making on levying the blue CS for Hungary, but it's not really a choice. If the Hungary has a blue CS and he can levy it, it's worth the money. It doesn't matter if it's 500 gold or 200 gold.
Looks like it's dying to the Zulu horses.
Well, if you levy it, it's probably not dying. You can upgrade a sword. You have a chariot. You fortify the sword across the river and the chariot on the other side. Maybe you get another sword. Like it doesn't die.
Yeah.
It doesn't die until like frigates or sea dogs.
Can you even shoot it? Because
You
these
can
are
probably
hills.
shoot the campus,
This is a hill too.
but at the very
Oh,
at the
this is
very
also
least,
on
you
a
can
hill
shoot
though, so you can shoot.
you
like-
can shoot at the very least. You can shoot the units that are defending the city.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to die early.
2 generals.
Wait, he's building a barracks. He's building a barracks on Hungary. Did he miss general? Who got the general?
He did not.
Why is
Yeah,
our
one general
Hungary
here.
building a barracks?
1 general here and 2 generals here, and he got the book as well. So that's all the classical generals.
Wait, so Gaul did not get a general now.
Gaul did not get a general, no.
So Gaul's practicing for a man-at-arms general now.
Yes.
And then the Hungary is going to get a general,
Never.
I guess, next game.
Yeah.
At this point, you should have just gone a holy site for defender, man. Nobody was contesting your defender.
Yeah.
It would honestly, unironically, it'd probably be stronger. Because both no one's contesting it, and you can cover a lot more tiles with Defender of the Faith than you can with the General.
And you can use the faith for civ.
Yeah, Zen Meditation or Jesuit or... The Holy Site would actually just be better value. You can even build the Holy Site over a river as opposed to the encampment, which you never can. You can get bonus prod toward the Holy Site.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the encampment. This doesn't look great now.
This encampment's also super exposed.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that's
this
one of the
tile
most
might not
built
ever get
encampments
chopped,
I've ever
but you can, like... You can just post units up on all these tiles. And
seen. It's a buffer. It's a buffer, right? It'll buy you like 2 turns before the city center's in danger.
Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't bring the general with his horses.
Considering he has 3 generals, I'm not sure either.
Yeah, he's got this one over here for, like, that.
He has 2 generals.
Yeah. He's got 6. He'll be up to 6 cities. Maybe he's waiting a second, like just using for vision until the other horse comes out so that he can get more movement on it.
Did Abraham also go for Ancestral?
Abraham? I hope not. Audience. You just clicked
I'm
audience
hoping
chamber.
that's it. All right, very good, Shalanga.
It's really
And the
late to
Germany
go
and
ancestral
Portugal?
now. Like,
The Germany and Portugal, I prayed that they're also audience chads, but maybe the Portugal's Ancestral.
audience and audience, yeah.
Very good. Okay.
We got
I think the Portugal actually has an
warlords.
argument for Ancestral here.
Portugal? Maybe, yeah.
In theory, the Portugal can swim
Yeah, swim all down here.
and like make some cities on the coast that just get a trader capacity up, and that's their whole existence.
Make
Audience is
gold.
probably still better for doing that because you can just gold buy a builder, but
I like
there's
the
a holy
audience.
site. Yay!
Yeah,
Hey,
Holy Site
Zen meditation.
Stonehenge.
They realized that they realized that their amenities are absolutely cooked. And is there a Kalo attempt on anyone yet? I want to see a Coliseum from a backliner.
Com hub. No
Maybe
entertainment
Abraham-
complexes yet.
Is Gaul going for it?
Not yet. Not yet.
What's happening here, Fabian?
He's being investigated by the Hungary.
Yeah.
He's probably fine. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
he's probably fine. He's got a
swords on
horse.
his
It is on a floodplain, but
probably
he's
not
got
fine, though.
archers and stuff. He's probably fine.
I don't know actually. 3 swords.
3
from-
swords,
from Hungary with
2
Ali plus
archers.
with the +3.
The Mongolian or the German scout can siege it, no?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I don't
With
think
what?
these
He's
guys can
trying to
slam.
load it down.
This guy can slam. But it's across the river.
He's trying to keep another sword from getting to the city center.
Oh, there you
Was that a gold
That
buy?
was
Gold buy sword.
late. I would not move my unit.
Until you
Until
know you're
I
gonna
got
buy
the
it.
money.
Yeah. To have the
Yes.
money. Yeah.
Like, the sword got a free hit for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, the Hungary's getting a little bit of value, I guess. But Vatican's ultimately still dead, I bet.
The horse is not coming with the other horses. Now we've got this levy over here.
Yeah, that took a while.
They probably just needed the gold.
Yeah, he was just waiting on the money. He was trying to convince his team that they didn't need their discount campus tiles. It's a hard fight, but a worthy one. City might fall.
Huh?
Scout, maybe?
Will they buy another unit? Can they buy another unit? I don't think they can at the moment. It will heal.
I think he should have waited. If he was going to swing down to the city center, he should have waited until the end of the turn.
Oh, there we go. Now he's got the force in the city. I think it'll be fine.
He should have just had his units. He should have just
That
had his
is-
units fortified around the city.
I can't tell if that's 0 HP or not.
Just very low.
It's got 24 HP.
Okay, because I thought, hey, the scouts just takes it, no? Like the German scout.
No, I don't
No,
think so.
it can't. It can't even get to
Yeah,
half of it.
the Discord stream is a bit blurry, so I couldn't tell.
He needed to wait. He needed to wait on the slimes until the end of the turn, keep the swords fortified, and maybe he could have promoted one or two of them with the archers shooting them. But now it looks like all the levy is gonna die and the Vatican's gonna fall.
Yeah. Hanging Gardens.
Yeah, that's a thing.
He probably needs it for Golden Age. When is Golden Age?
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
11 turns.
it's interesting. Is it going Warlord's Throne or something on Hungary? Why are you doing this hanging right now?
He
on
already
this,
has Warlord's Throne.
Okay. So he's building hanging because the cities are all housing capped, so he wants Warlord's Throne.
Yep.
Or he wants hanging, excuse me, because it's housing capped.
Yeah.
But usually, again, hanging is a wonder that typically you reserve for the backline. Like you'd be giving that to your Germany right now, or the Abraham Lincoln might be building it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
It-
probably
it's 3
contested by it.
turns. It's 3 turns. Like, it's so fast.
Not
Yeah.
built here.
Correct, but look at the turn
at
number
this.
it is, Maelstrom.
41.
What's 40?
Yeah, so you're building a turn 40 hanging as a frontliner and just hoping that you get it. Like, that doesn't usually happen.
Let's observe. Is anyone on Chillbro getting in?
No.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
they're not. But like, I
Gaul
would
5
expect one of them
turns,
to be.
but not sooner. I guess he could chop.
He has a
but
chop. He has a chop.
No.
He only has 1 chop though. He needs 2 chops.
Yeah. What
Gaul.
is Wasser cooking? I think this Temenaki is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the Atamanaki is kind of pretty pog.
Dude, it's like 4 tiles. You guys are like,
Well-
oh, it's so good. Like, okay.
Well, it will be
Once you
like
improve everything,
1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tiles.
Yeah.
Every single tile is a chocolate tile. Yes, it's good.
All right, sure.
Cahokia alive.
100 prod.
Cahokia lives.
Wait, what?
Cahokia lives.
How did they manage to botch this?
They didn't bring a 4th boat.
Yeah, they greeted. They greeted and they were punished.
So many warriors. Did they?
Yo, Maelstrom, I think your team's doing a good job trying to give it back to Boomer.
They're still at war with it. It'd be really funny if Cahokia comes and raises Bristol or something with all of these warriors.
No, I'm trying to guess who is causing a low morale. Maybe
Is it? Maybe
Wasser.
it's the Ancestral Hall. 5 city Ancestral Hall.
I mean, he's gonna get more cities
Yeah. 2 builders.
just in a bit.
Dude, I don't know. Like Shanga, I think I haven't seen what he was doing, but just a single warrior.
Temple of
Or
Artemis.
He
like
did bring a
2.
warrior, actually. He
Did
did
he?
actually bring a warrior. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Well,
warrior got mugged, got swarmed.
Yeah, because
Well,
there's
maybe he should,
8. There's 8 warriors here.
Well, I don't know if he actually brought the warrior, but he queued up a warrior.
It's dead now, so it's. Oh, maybe it's this one.
Wait, no, look at the city Los Angeles. Maybe the boats make a tour. Maybe Cahokians tour LA.
how are they throwing?
They're not throwing. They just fail the CS kill. This happens sometimes. You know, naval CS are tricky beasts.
Maybe.
It's
They're
built
tricky
nothing but
beasties.
warriors and boats for the last like 30 turns.
Defends better than most players in CPL. True. True.
Well, yeah, because the city.
Chicago in danger as well. Yeah, all of these cities are kind of. in
Wait, is
danger.
Did the Nalanda levy? Where are the units from Nalanda? Are they all dead?
The chariot is dead.
He used to have a chariot. Why'd the chariot die? You just had to fortify it on the thingy, and then it was living
The
forever.
campus
No?
has been pillaged as well.
All he had to do was fortify it on that over river tile, and it was never dying.
Yeah. This is +8 defense from this style, so.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not still alive. The
I guess
units
he does
might
have a
died.
general here, but still, I don't know. Los Angeles dead too. Maybe
Dude, okay, fucking lost him, man.
Dude, it's not dead yet. All right,
it's not.
fine.
That's what chat says. Los Angeles dead. Bristol dead. Chicago dead.
It's
all
fine,
these cities
guys.
razed by
We're
this-
doing great.
CS
Chillbro,
Warriors.
Chillbro positive vibe zone. We have the
I'm
good
sure-
continent
yeah, I'm
split,
sure they're
good
gonna
map
be fine.
position.
Wait a second. Can you show Tokyo real quick?
Cahokia? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm taking a screenshot.
What you're taking a screenshot for? What's wrong with you?
12 strength cities slammed by the galley. Now he's making a boat.
You should have made that boat
8
instead of the
turns
warrior,
ago.
in my opinion. Yeah. I think if they'd racked up on Cahokia with 4 boats, there's no way it could have survived.
Yeah, even
But they
if
brought,
they
like,
made a boat,
2
like it
and
had
a
a
half.
boat when Wayne showed up. But if he
They
came
brought,
with a
like, 2
boat
and a
when
half.
the other guy showed up,
Yeah,
it
they would
would've
have had
been
4
fine.
boats on the city. It would have been for sure dead.
Dude, what? Buster needs to buy a warrior before Los Angeles falls.
No, he'll be fine. Surely.
It's a half. I don't think it won't be dead in 2 turns. The boat will pop out before it dies.
Well, let's hope Cahokia doesn't send a second boat. Or,
I
Yeah,
hope Cahokia sends 3 boats.
I hope. Yeah, he sends all the boats.
I want him to be
Punished for
punished.
greed.
Can we check Vatican? I think it's dying in the middle of the map right now.
City state.
Yeah, kind
Not
of.
dead yet.
Not
Dying
totally
state.
dead yet. I mean, he could push too if he wanted.
Can we check the 60 cost general situation? Is Hungary even gonna attempt this?
Is it War and Plunder Zulu or just...
Yeah, War and Plunder
it's War and Plunder
Zulu.
Zulu.
9 points per turn. Gaul did a
Alright.
project, getting
So
another
Gaul will
project
grab
out.
one. And
No
then
project
Hungary
coming
is
out on Hungary.
Just feudalism builder time.
Yeah.
Actually, just chilling on Hungary.
Straight.
Zulu, no
chilling.
threat.
What is this
And-
border patrol and Portugal with
Yeah,
the
the
units?
Portugal scout patrol.
There's still no Coliseum attempts. Like, has anyone even placed an entertainment yet?
Mm,
It's turned like 43, man. Where are my colos?
Temple
I
of
expect the
Artemis
colo to be
built.
done already.
Colo could definitely be built in Aachen at 7 pop.
We're building Hanses before we build Coliseums. Emoji. Wait, he
Yeah.
didn't discount campuses. He went gold straight into brown.
You know, he went straight. No science.
He didn't even put
gaming.
campuses down. Yeah, no science placed. Just
18 science, turn 44.
gold number, and brown number. That's what we
However,
need here.
his science is better than Hungary's science. Hungary
Hungary
also does not
also
have a
just-
campus.
I don't know how this is feasible. Like, you're next to Zulu. Surely the guy's gonna come like mess you up with knights or something.
He's
Like,
got 32 science right now on Zulu.
yeah, he's gonna come mess you up with knights. You see what I'm saying? Like, this
Yeah.
is a problem. Like, I don't understand
looks like
how
he's
we're
going
not getting our blue
impies.
number up.
Impy pre-builds?
No. What? No. Dude,
I don't know why
what?
you go
Just
impies
use
into
knights.
Hungary.
Knights are 5 movement with the general, and they slam in for 60 something. The impies are
And-
3 movement with the general, and they slam in for like 50.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Knight Expo cores.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand I guess the MPs are for the Genghis, because the Genghis
Yeah.
is exerting a lot of pressure with his horses right now.
What horses?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't get the MPs. I don't get it.
I don't see a single horse out of Genghis. I don't think I've seen a horse out of Genghis the entire time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why we're making spearmen.
Unique unit, you know? That's...
I mean, it is preparatory, right? If you're worried about Keshings in the future, then the MPs are probably a fine call. Like, in preparation.
Impies are
but-
also cheaper than knights.
You could also
Worried
just
about
prepare to
gold,
mess up
maybe.
your neighbor, who doesn't have a general.
We love it when a city-state fights back. Yes, we do, Linda.
Wait, what's going on in LA? Oh, no, they
The
just
boat
built
is
the boat.
dead.
Okay, so it's a second boat kind of angle.
Yeah, this is the cost of not securing a CS kill. Your entire 20 turns is now trying to
Not die
defend
to the
yourself.
CS.
So Daki's saying night cores are too expensive because we have Lincoln on the team. No, Lincoln opened comp hubs. He's making money. Trust.
How? Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah,
He's at
Link-
least 30 GPT right now.
Yeah, we can actually see the
Wait, what is the
GPT,
GPT?
42 GPT on LinkedIn.
See, that's easy night money.
That's like 80% of a night upgrades, man.
Yeah, see, you just gotta tell him to save gold for 7 turns, and then he can upgrade
But
2
it's-
night cores.
But yeah, but it's a night core. It's a problem.
You don't actually
Well,
upgrade the
you
cores.
don't actually even
I
have
think
to
you're supposed
upgrade the cores.
solo
You just
turns.
Yeah.
take the city
You don't
and then
even
you
need
get
to
a
use
free
cores.
core.
Yeah, so you upgrade one night, then it cores itself for you, and then you take a Hungarian city and you get another core.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
This is the gold efficient Zulu build. Like, I don't know why you guys haven't heard of this.
Oh my god. Gold efficiency. Who are you, Adam?
I think everybody should understand that Zulu is a gold efficient warciv, not a gold deficient or a gold inefficient warciv. It's a gold efficient warciv. Come on now.
Wait.
Even the
now
Barons
we got
make
now we
money.
got
It's
project
like the
coming out
best
on Hungary.
warsivs.
General
Dude,
project
wait,
coming out.
Is he gonna make it?
Wait, White Rabbit is not investigating the
One,
one-tail choke in Hungary.
2. How many are there? 3 medieval generals? Or
There's
like
3 of them, yeah. There's 3.
yeah, so I don't think he's
Three.
gonna make it.
Wait, what do you mean?
What?
Does Zulu already have medieval general? And
Yeah.
Gaul?
Gaul and Zulu both have one.
Wait, do
Well,
you know?
He's not
Yeah.
making it.
El Cid,
Probably.
Aetherfield, and then Zulu's gonna get another one next turn. Or in 2 turns when
Wait,
he
next
finishes this
turn?
project.
Dude, there's no way. How is the Hungary this late? What was this Hanging Gardens decision?
Wait,
Imagine
If-
instead of investing the 90 prod into Hanging Gardens, you could have invested the 90 prod into not being dead.
wait. If White Rabbit investigates south of the Hungarian city, like you see his Gub Plaza city, right? If he
Mhm.
just sends 2 units there, he's fraudulent check.
Yeah, but I think that there's a one-tail choke plus a scout watching. Like, he'll be fine.
If he last moves and then shift enter, I think you know.
If he had knights,
And
this
Knight
scout
core?
would just be dead, and then you can go in.
Yeah.
No, that's just not true. Your team buys you a warrior or something and you're alright.
The impies
It's
are
a waste
being...
of production to check that fraud. Like,
Coming out.
It's just a waste of prod.
Well, he has to divert his resources now in
Like,
the south.
the Hungary's already behind. You can just walk to his normal city centers. You don't have to do anything sus. You can just walk up. The
Yeah,
guy's
but it's
defending with
funny.
archers and spearmen.
He has a
That's funny.
spear and a sword.
Like, that's not going to hold an actual Zulu push.
But it's funny.
Okay, sorry, Master.
It's funny.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. You're right.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
One project done
Why
on
is-
Hungary, but the
Right,
other
but
project's
who's
not going to
playing
come out in
Hungary?
time. Lenny.
Lenny, no.
Keshik's coming
I
out
think
now.
Rabbit is going to punish Lenny really badly. maybe Forking can take the pressure off of him with a bunch of Keshiks and fight the Zulu for him. Also, what religion did Portugal go, by the way? I think he finished a Stonehenge now, right?
Yeah. Zen stewardship.
Okay.
That better be then.
Yeah, it's a necessary Zen.
Honestly, horse cores would probably be more than enough. I agree, Daki.
They're trying to take Vatican City for the free core upgrade.
It's not for the core upgrade. It's just because it's levied from Hungary, right?
That's why they're waiting so long
The
to
core,
take it.
the core up is a bonus, and he needs to have mercs before he takes the city center for the core upgrade, right?
Yeah, he does. He has mercs in 2 turns.
Okay.
What's
All right,
golden
so now the
age
question
look
becomes, like,
8 turns.
Is Genghis setting up for a Terracotta play, or is he not? Does he have a Victor in Genghis, or no?
No.
Okay, so he's not setting up for that play at all. Second question, has anybody started on, I think the Artemis went to Gaul, maybe?
Yeah, Artemis, Gaul, Artemis.
Okay. And then is anybody in their mind thinking about Coliseum? Is it the turn 55 Kala from
No, it's turn
We have
7.
pyramids coming out of Boston.
Turn
yeah,
70.
where is the Kalo?
No, no Kahlo.
Wait. Rate the Hansa setups. Let me see the Hansa setups.
You'll get
Okay, I see
Aqueduct
that.
here, probably. Put a
It's a bit
Hansa there.
Maelstrom, I think I give it a solid 69 out of 100. What do you think?
It's a bit depressing. I think for 42.0 for the 420.
42.0.
42.0. I like. We have no Kahlo here either. We have Oracle.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Oracle.
I mean, he doesn't have pop.
It's for a
You could do it up
Meteor
in this
Star?
city, maybe. Like, you put it, like, on the aluminum tile.
Yeah, so the naval sims aren't expected to go Coliseum because on a naval sim, it's
They-
typically hard to get
yeah.
cities that all touch it. And
Yeah.
opening harbor is a little bit weaker than opening comp, so
You
No,
also
yeah, it
don't
makes
get the
sense. I mean, it makes
population, I
sense that
think.
he didn't go for it. He also went Zen, right? So, like,
I mean,
But-
I would go
Unless-
Zenkalo every day. Like, it's still good.
Unless
Yeah.
you have an inland city that can't make a harbor, or you don't have commercial hub tech that can go
but
entertainment.
this city's now 4 pop, and he placed a campus, but he could have placed the entertainment complex and just
But-
dropped out Kahlo with these, like, 5-6
The real
drops.
question is if he had clicked Magnus 1 for any of his cities, then it could go Calo in Portugal. Just oh, he has Magnus on the
think-
left city. Yeah.
I think you
Decent
also
chops over
forgot
here.
that Gaul is a bit of a deterrent to.
Yeah, Gaul is a
Yeah.
deterrent, which is why you have to do it quickly.
But now nobody's doing it. And Gaul
Yeah, no,
included.
not the Gaul either. Just nobody.
It's
The whole lobby is just like, hey,
Pyramid.
Mexican
Landmass,
standoff.
Oracle.
It's a Mexican standoff between who's building Coliseum.
whole lobby's like, hey Fabian, when are you going Coliseum? Fabian's like, I'll get there when I get there. Okay, Fabian, we'll leave it for you. So some Ketchings are out now. I don't know. I guess they're gonna shoot some Gaelic units.
Pyramid started on Germany, but not gonna be
Yeah, but
got.
that's a race for him and Abraham, right?
It's already 2 turns on Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham got it then. When does
Los
Abraham go to
Angeles
Brown
did not
District,
die.
actually?
Wait, Wasser needs to invest in the Tamanagi city if he wants it to become even bigger. Like, it's only 3 farms right now.
I don't even know if he has a watermill, man.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
Wait.
No, he does, right?
No,
'Cause
he does.
doesn't
Yeah,
have
it's right here.
yeah,
Okay.
it's right. But yeah, he needs to invest on it. Like, so that.
But yeah, he
comes
needs to
back.
buy these tiles and improve them. It's nice that it's full
No.
plains instead of
He needs to give all of his money to White Rabbit and start building industrial zones. That's what he needs to do.
true.
Just give the money to Zulu. Yeah. Zulu's the carry.
Look at this huge ancestral hall opener.
6 city.
It scales.
It's 2 builders. He
No, wait.
settled Bradford before the
It'll
ancestral was
scale.
finished.
It'll scale.
You don't.
Ancestral is really good at chopping out districts when you have more attack count. So that's what it's for. He'll get there. He lost some tempo on the Cahokia. He's recovering right now. Okay.
Cahokia building walls.
He made a
now.
horse. Oh my god, they're gonna go for it again. Nah, dude.
Oh my goodness.
It's nah.
He has the
Slanga,
boat.
give
He has
up.
the fleet. The galley fleet.
Just give up,
surely.
Slanga.
It's
Surely-
building walls.
Give up,
40
Slanga.
strand.
It'll work this
40
time.
strand. Well, you see, a fleet has a better chance on killing it.
Yeah, especially when you only have one of them.
Lose the fleet.
And there's
a
a
promoted Cahokian boat chasing you.
It's promoted. There's 2 of them.
No,
They're
no, Wasser
chasing you,
needs to send his boats down now.
He
Like,
gotta
You're
gotta
basically
heal
gonna tell
up.
Schlanga to just handle all of it.
no. You need to siege it right away. How many turns on the wall?
Dude, the horse
4
is gonna die
turns.
trying
4
to get to the
turns on
city
the
center.
wall. He can't even get there. He's got too
The
many
horse will die
warriors.
if to make it to Cahokia.
They're not timed attack to get it real quick.
Just make like go knights or something. And a trebuchet or a catapult.
I don't think the enemy even sees it. They could just let it live.
Yeah,
Like, they don't have
could
to
just
do
let
anything.
it live. The enemy definitely
They could
doesn't
just stop
see it.
investing prod into this.
No, Alpha, you don't understand. I need to
They
kill
did a
one
good
city
job
state
of-
to rule.
Making sure that they
Aye, aye, aye.
didn't see any of Eleanor's cities.
Hmm?
Or
And if they
America, for that
do
matter.
see an Eleanor or America city, it's gonna be a Diplo city.
I'll be real with you. Sometimes you just have like this is a sunk cost fallacy, Maelstrom. They've already sunk so much into it. How can we stop now? But the city's gonna take the empire down.
It
Listen,
is
We're gonna
guy.
keep investing. It's a black
When
hole of
you're
production.
when you're that committed, you can't stop.
a black and yellow
Yes.
hole of production.
Just like
Ay.
just like how you play Sim every day, you know, you can't stop playing it. But
Okay,
you
no,
just have
that's just true. That was
to-
fun.
He's got
Next one,
Men at
Louis
Arms
Vuitton.
Corps coming out now.
I actually like Men at Arms for fighting Keshiks a little bit more than Pike though,
Yeah,
because they get
because
the range
they have
defense from them.
rage. Yeah, what are you gonna do against a cored up Man at Arms
The
with plus
Cope
10? Huh?
Cope walls coming out for the Keshik defense.
What do you mean cope? Like the Keshiks don't do damage to the
3
walls.
walls. 3 turns.
Listen,
Look,
I don't know if it's. I guess he doesn't have a unit to take it. The horse will be there
look,
kind of
if-
soon, but
Elfin guy. If he had Terracotta, right side promo, and then level 2, easy. Take down the walls, don't need siege units. Incendiary. Plus 10 against. You just don't see it, but you also don't see it because
yeah,
he's
or
not
you could
cool.
have plus 12 against like almost everything except walls.
Don't understand.
No, I think I do understand. What like shouldn't you get the plus 12? Like plus 12 against killing things is surely better.
Yes, but as I said, it's also
okay. Vatican dead
they're
finally.
they're not so very aggressive players also playing on Vegas. So
Dude,
it
I
was
think
already
Lenny's defense is gonna completely hold the Zulu.
what the
Zulu's
Archer.
pivoting up to defend Gaul. Yeah, and just not even looking at the Hungry.
Yeah, he's
The Hungry
just
has no general. Just absolutely like just
No
waiting
general,
for free
no
inquiry to have
defender.
science. Like, he's just fine. Somehow this is not a problem.
Elfin.
Man, I
If
swear, if I'm playing this Hungry, the Zulu's spamming units into me from turn 35 onwards.
Elfin, if I knew that my opponents were light cav civs, I would have just made a wall of MPs, spammed 10 cities, project for tank general, and then kill them.
Oh, for the
What are
tank
they gonna
general, that's good.
do? What are they gonna do to a tank army? They're
don't know.
rel. I'm more relevant. I have a
I
tank,
don't know
you
about
know.
that.
I have a
And he
tank,
is
you don't.
Zulu is more relevant than
Exactly.
Hungary.
Elfin
Still
guy.
doesn't have a
Wait, is he?
campus.
There's no way Hungary has like what? Is Hungary behind Prod or something?
No, he's 90 prod. He's ahead in prod, so I guess he's not
Elfin
more
guy.
relevant.
No,
Who are
Prod
he's
diff
minus
is
22.
probably just from the stone circles, though. I mean, 1,
Oh,
2,
Oh, he doesn't need a
3,
guy.
4.
campus.
Who are you to argue with a tank and helicopter army or corps? Who are you to argue?
If I have production, I will also project.
Yeah, Zulu has production because they
The
have
swords are
cheaper.
coming forward.
I don't
So they have-
understand.
He's making
The
more
front
of them.
between
Why are you
Zulu
making
and
so many
Hungary,
of them?
for me, this front has made no sense the entire game, and it still doesn't make sense.
Bisheng.
Is that the printing boost guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
boost printing gives you an extra district.
Dude, I love that guy. That guy's the goat. I love getting printing boost. Dude, do you not like printing boost, Maelstrom?
I like it.
Printing
Like
boost is really good against Genghis. It's really good.
No, here, Elfin guy. If Isidore is the first engineer, and then next is Bisheng, I am clicking on printing, getting forbidden, easy. That is easy
Dude,
wild card slot for me.
it's big
Okay.
synergy. Big synergy.
What is error score looking like? You need 2 more points for Zulu. 10 more points for Lenny on Hungary. Golden
Elfin guy.
Golden Dark Age on Germany. Interesting. Currently,
It's
finally placing
Yeah,
a
it's
campus.
okay.
7 points. Dark Age as well on.
Man, I was
Okay.
trying to tell Maelstrom about my monasticism Abraham, and he was like, "What? Why would you go monasticism?" I was like, "Man, you're gonna go Dark Age anyway.
True.
You might as well."
He is
Well, who
going
you
Dark Age.
pushing?
Who are you
He only needs
pushing?
1 point. He needs 1 point.
No, you just do it to get to industrialization and labs quicker. Like, come on, the timing's better.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna have good production and good amenities from your industrial zones, so you don't really need the culture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, who needs culture?
Like, honestly, after Wieselbanken, I think 0 culture is the right amount of culture.
Alright,
on
alright.
everyone.
And so you're telling me I should have 250 science and 10 culture. Okay.
250? No,
Vatican
no, no, no.
dead.
250. You're aiming too low. You're aiming too low if you think 250 is where you leave it.
Cahokia defeated? No. Is Cahokia? Yeah, Cahokia defeated
Yes,
too.
Uh,
Wow.
oh my
the horse
god.
made it somehow.
Yeah,
Guys,
I don't know how the horse
Fabian-
made it. I don't know how it survived, but it did.
I don't know how it got there either.
Fabian is getting.
It also fed a
fraud check,
builder.
guys.
Cahokia fed builder.
Fabian's getting fraud checked? What do you mean?
Look,
Fabian's
his
fine.
his northern city. He doesn't have.
Man, they're just Keshigs. You're gonna build walls and they're gonna go away.
No. Well, what if what
I
if there
don't
was a
think.
mechanic?
I think he's got enough Keshigs that he can. I don't know. 4 turns. He doesn't have a chop.
Guy. What if there's a mechanic in Civ where you can dismount the unit on top of the horse and then they become.
It becomes like a
We're
knight
not
or
playing.
like a
we're
sword.
not playing. What game had that? Medieval 2, Total War, had that mechanic. I think. I think that you can also tell your units to dismount and mount and blade warband.
Oh, imagine if Civ had that
Terracotta.
mechanic of guy. What would
Golden.
you do?
1 point. 1 more point for golden. Necessary for Fabian. Oh, he's got it now.
I don't know. I don't think I would tell horse archers to get off their horses. That just
that
sounds
would be
like anti-synergy.
Wasser
That
also
would be
going for
interesting
golden
mechanic.
age. He needs 6 points in 3 turns. I think he could do that.
What's Wanus' stats, by the way?
33, 86 culture.
Okay.
He's got worse stats than Germany. Germany's top stats, top prod in the game.
Well, he.
Is
He
anyone
just
denying
needs to
books from the Selenor, or is he just full free
Nope.
books?
Nope.
Nah,
Devour
free
it
books,
all.
free
and
books.
then, like
Full theater
2 stats.
squares. No theater squares. No theater squares.
So
Oh, here's
Germany's gonna have
here's
to
the
pivot into
entertainment
CV
complex. We got an entertainment complex.
Germany's gonna have to pivot into CV defense, right?
I mean,
Like,
Germany
this
still
bro
has more.
definitely needs to get on the books.
Yeah, I mean, he has Oracle placed, but not the theater square built.
Yeah, that's an IZ, I think, right?
This is a theater square placed. This is an IZ here, I think. Yeah.
Can you look at the Hansas again, real quick? What? How much is that? Like, plus.
Each of them is a
Five.
minimum 4.
20.
Okay.
14,
Well,
12,
if they don't get like a
16.
plus 10, if they want to get I'm pretty sure it's like already doubled, right? If they don't have a base of plus 10, like America will just outsim Germany with like their faster setup with the aqueducts.
I mean,
and the free
right
amenity.
now, Germany's
right
100
now-
prod
Wait,
ahead of
hold up,
everybody
hold up.
else in the lobby.
Is
This
it
is
really
with
a
the double
faster
code.
setup? You have half cost. You have half cost industrial zone on the guy. I guess you have half
Yeah.
cost industrial on America
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, but that's the point. America is just, behind because they try to kill CS with greed and not, full security.
I mean,
Also wasted.
he made one warrior and 2 boats. That's all he made.
Yes, 1 warrior and 2 boats. 2 boats like that could have been a builder or a district, right? Instead, they just
Yeah.
It couldn't have been a full district. 32 prod is less than, like 45 prod or whatever.
Well, it's like 60 prod. Right? I guess, yeah, you only with
No,
the production
card
card, yeah.
is
Yeah.
crazy efficient, yeah. Wait, are we fighting a red CS now for Schlanga?
Yeah.
The free units of
I don't
red
even
to
know
red
if
CS.
this,
Does anyone
like-
see it?
No, wrong team. They see
They
this.
see it. They can levy that. Oh, yoy, 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 yoy. If that gets levied, that's a huge problem. I guess they have to kill it, yeah.
Cinnabomb.
Wait, the Keshigs are actually going to kill Fabian.
Yeah.
I told you, fraud check. I told you,
Oh
fraud
my
check.
god, you spawn next to Genghis, you know he's there the whole game, and you're somehow still losing cities to this, man.
Told you. Fabian is getting fraud checked. Like, elephant guy saying, "Oh, they will build
Dude,
walls." No,
You
no
knew!
walls.
You knew he was there the
No
whole
walls.
game.
No
He's
walls.
just been there.
Elephant guy. If there's a million Keshiks and 1 million, I think the
fucking melee unit takes that city.
The
Look,
guy
bye
has
bye.
like one timing.
Wow.
Dead
Goodbye, city. Goodbye.
Oh,
All right, all right,
07.
all right, all right. Hold on. Can you pause? Pause. All
No,
right.
he can't pause.
No, just not pause, but just like look at it for 3 seconds.
Maelstrom, you don't need a screenshot. Fabian is very
He
nice.
surely
This is
can't get
unfortunate
another
what's happening
city.
to him.
No, this is the point of the feeder IRL pot or whatever it's called. The feeder pot of debris. You're supposed
Oh,
to send it like post screenshots. That is the point. We all have done it.
Intel Agency coming out on
I'm sure
Zulu.
Debris could take his own screenshots now.
Why
No.
not wait one turn to finish the Terracotta Army for your Intel Agency to be complete?
I think he's just hope. I don't. They might not have good vision on the Mongolian cities. Usually,
Yeah.
you build it early if you're worried
You
Mongolia is
want
also
it,
going for
yeah.
it.
You want it to do it fast, because
You want to make sure the Mongolia doesn't get it right. If the Mongolia does get it
Yeah.
and say they're a little bit ahead of you, then it's a big problem. But
But
here,
shouldn't they have?
Mongolia, I don't think was going for it.
They have vision over. I guess they don't have vision in here, so they could
Yeah.
theoretically be going for it.
So
in
that's
there.
the reason. That right there is the reason that they didn't delay it. Is because they don't have good vision on whether or not Mongolia is going for it or not.
as Zulu
There's
building
also not.
terracotta.
But actually, you can see that there's not an encampment in this city because he's got 2
I mean,
districts
they're
and he's
also
only
not
7 pop.
they're also not going to play perfectly, right? Somebody said, "Hey, we needed an terracotta," and then Zulu said, "Okay, I can do that."
Yeah.
So he denied it.
He got good value out of it, but the loss by promo was kind of rough.
Aki says the best that Genghis can do now is go to Lincoln, but except for the fact that Gaul still pretty much doesn't have enough units. I think Genghis can
And
shred
he's
all of these
not
Gaelic
building
units
more units.
and then continue pressuring Gaul with almost no downside.
This is
Like the Ketchings can
B2
shred
as
these
well.
swords.
Wait, no, this was B2. That's B3.
That'd be
No,
four,
this was
I
B3.
think.
This was B4, yeah.
I think he can shred those swords in the flatland there. Like they just can't
Yep.
do it, right? They're gonna get murdered.
I mean, he's got promo on that guy, I guess.
They're still gonna get murdered, I think.
Now he's just going around like send him I'm dead.
Yeah, it's the right play.
Levied.
Getting fatty,
Men at Arms, too.
It's Fabian is 77 food and prod. What the?
It's perfectly balanced.
Oh, he's
He's
running.
getting the Intel Agency out.
They levied.
Yeah, they levied in
Is it war?
Garzagarmu and upgraded it to Men at Arms. I mean, these
I mean, it's
swords
just-
have +5, right?
Okay, Wasser is not looking. What the hell? Like he could have taken the tile on Garzagarmu. Like it's the city. The city has only 34 strength. With the +5, it's 40 on attack.
I don't think he's killing that city center boss.
I don't think he's killing this either. It's 44.
Those men at arms are gonna punish you for punching the city center really hard. They're gonna knock you down.
I don't know what's happening in their voice right now, but
The MP push is not going great onto the
all I'm
Hungary.
saying is there will be a lot of fingers pointing at Fabian.
Hungary might not have a general, right? But look at him.
I mean, he has Men at Arms.
He has a double line of units.
Yeah.
He
And
is
he's
prepared
building walls.
now. I mean,
Well,
it's
this is
depressing he
Zulu.
still doesn't have a general. If Zulu really does push this, he still can.
I mean, I believe in one is just scaling really hard if no one contests him. Like, if he gets everything for free on Riders, it's...
Don't they have their best players on Boomer playing Naval? Like they have Paul and Justice?
Yeah, Paul and Justice
the
back
back line?
line.
I think Justice is going to fight him.
Justice is
Maybe not yet, but,
setting
like,
up
one day.
for, like,
Venetian.
yeah, Venetian. I'll just wait for Michael to tell me what to do.
I'll be...
Religious. T. Yeah. T. Religious. Michael. Wait, did he say me or you? Yeah, him. T. Religious. Okay. Can you really push versus Sea Dog? Yeah? Ironclads can push Sea Dogs.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he probably has to slow down the Eleanor. Like, you can't be letting the guy get every single book, not contest the books, and not fight navally. If they do that, like, they're just in a losing position. Like, Eleanor is definitely as good of a free sim set as Portugal. And the Portugal's money outlet is, like, what, Genghis? Or Hungary? Like, the Hungary is not in a position to do any damage to Zulu. The Genghis is not in a position where upgrades matter. The Germany can take the money and sim with it, I guess, but at the end of the day, if you just give every book over to Eleanor, you're going to have a bad game. So I think you have to spend the Portuguese money on a naval play. I think it has to be a naval play.
Portugal only on 32 gold per turn right now. But I guess
Yeah,
he hasn't
he's
gotten
not
to the
external
point
yet.
of... Yeah, he hasn't gotten to the point where he's...
And it's also
big
only
scaling.
one city on his coast as well. He needs the second city on his coast, and after Wieselmagnen, he'll go external.
Yeah, he can settle over
So he's
here.
got to wait a little bit.
Well, actually, he can't. Maybe he can settle like up, down in here.
What city is that? Is that Johannesburg for Vanas as well, right there?
Yeah.
That's a big deal. They're gonna have to kill that for sure. Johannesburg's a really, really good city state.
The set.
And it's selling the Portuguese settler, yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good trade. Plus 12 flanking. That's not even a core. Oh, the core is the same, I guess. Oh, he just upgraded it. I mean, that's still a pretty good trade.
Yeah, I mean, the Hungary not having a general is putting him at a lot of danger from Zulu, even if the MPs are, like, kind of a suboptimal choice for the push.
Where are the
Please start building
crossbows?
some crossbows or knights.
Yeah, no
please-
crossbow.
please
He's building
grab it.
archer cores, I guess, but those are so... That's like 120 gold to upgrade each.
That's fine. The team will give you the money. You got to carry.
They do have decent GPT.
I don't know. I tell the team to give me the money if I'm playing Zulu. Just
Give me the
like,
money.
I'll fight with them. I'll fight with them. Yeah, I'll just be like, rah.
Well,
Give me the money.
this
Give me the money, Lebowski.
amounted to nothing. We've
Oh,
got
those
one
are-
mine pillage, I guess.
They're all
Kind of
free units. They're all free units. They basically were
True.
not built.
Yeah,
like
those
that.
free units need to hold the Keshigs, not the levy, man.
Well,
The Keshigs are coming.
The
I hope
Keshigs.
Fabian can walk up his slow ass infantry.
I don't think that's happening, bro. The dam has been breached. The Keshigs are in.
Fucking Fabian.
The Keshigs are waiting.
That
I
northern
guess.
city from Fabian is like dead. Like that city up there. is
Cinnabon?
dead.
Yeah, it's dead. I think he only.
Nah.
It's not even in range for air score, so I don't know what.
He
what
needs
this
a
is.
builder.
No,
This city-
ignore it. Just fully ignore it. Just go to one.
No, you
Wolf-
have to raise it. Come on. Like it's like 2-turn delay to remove a
Okay.
city from the enemy. Like it feels
Okay,
good.
do a
I raised
drive by. Do a drive by then. Like
Yeah, you're
just-
gonna drive by it. Yeah, but it's gonna get shot up while you're driving by. Like there's no way.
It's also free XP on all your units.
Exactly, more feeding. Is that recent chat?
Uh,
Not sure.
not
guess
that I
he's not.
see now.
He was here earlier.
Yeah, he was here earlier, but not anymore. He could probably come take Nalanda now. It's only got catapults. Oh, he's drumming. Oh, we can look at air score now.
Zulu's drumming?
Yeah. Normal
Okay, I
age
dig it.
on Germany.
Germany? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, Paul, no.
What?
Did-
He's got the
did Abraham
Colosseum
also
in
go
2
normal age?
turns, I guess.
Did Abraham also go normal age?
No. The
Was
only
he?
person that got normal age is
Yeah,
Oh.
is Abraham
That
dark or
is-
did he get golden?
That
No,
is
he's
so
golden.
bad for your sim. That is
Right.
so bad.
How?
He needs
I don't know how
he
he.
needs pen brush. He needs pen
Like,
brush.
did he
like,
not get a +3 +3 campus? I mean, like, how did he go normal? Like, it's Germany. Usually, after you have the Hanses down, you have so much pride, you get golden age easy.
I don't know how he didn't get +3 campus.
I don't know.
He plays. This is. He probably did this as +2, and this was also. This one might have been +3. I don't know when this theater square was built. But he missed. He missed pyramids.
Paul, you were the chosen one.
You were
Here
the
to carry Boomer
chosen
Gaming to
one.
victory.
You're
2,
supposed
3,
to
4,
defeat
5, 6,
and
7.
not join
Wait,
them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This Kahlo is not in range of like anything. It's only 3 cities. 1, 2.
Yeah, I really wish he'd put it like up and just burned one of the
2, 3,
farms,
4, 5, 6.
or just not
No, it's,
even put it.
yeah, it's literally just a 3-city coliseum. Like, why did you not
Like
put
the
it here or
entertainment
here?
is just misplaced.
Like, I guess he wanted it for his theater square adjacency, but like,
It's just,
no, bro.
It's just misplaced.
Even like,
Yeah.
wow, six amenity coliseum.
You know what, Elephant? Nobody's perfect, like you said.
You can place a fourth one here or on here, if you wanted to
He
do
needs to
that.
put down. He needs to put down another city for Portugal, anyways, because
Portugal's coming and settling the Torres. This is actually a pretty good Torres.
Yeah, it is.
A few hills.
pretty-
It's got a 2-5
pretty-
tile, so that's pretty good. You got a 4-food
That's
base
4
over
hills.
here. And it's got a reef fish.
That is something.
The push
Oh,
has
Lenny.
advanced
Lenny,
one
where is
tile.
your combat strength? Where are you getting your combat strength from, Lenny?
Victor. Cope.
Yeah, I guess.
Victor would support bonus.
Yep.
It's a good strategy, but it'll
This
fall
pushes,
apart when the
man.
Expo cores
The
get there.
expos are amassing. They're
How's
We're
the
gold.
science? Did he get free inquiry on Hungary?
36 science. He is drums of
Huh?
war. He's drums as well.
Nah, dude.
He's drumming.
Flanagan's dead.
He's
They're drumming. Everybody's drumming.
Okay.
So we got
Okay.
drums on Hungary. We got drums on Mongolia. We got free inquiry on Portugal. Normal age drums.
Their
on-
culture defense is non-existent, by the way. If Portugal can't get something to happen navally, they lose.
We got penbrush, drums, free ink, penbrush.
If they can't get something to happen navally against Eleanor, they just lose the game.
Yeah.
Like,
That has to be the
Wait.
move here. He's amassing. He's building some galleys. He got
they don't have a choice. Like, how is your normal age Germany's the culture defender? That's what you're telling me?
He does have the lighthouse, but what's gonna suck is that he's probably gonna come straight over here, right? To
I mean, it's
Cahokia.
actually not bad. You compared 2 cities and liberate 1. That's not bad.
Yeah, but then he has to go
Yeah,
all the way
but
around the
then-
bottom, and he
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
has
going
enough
around
time
will
to
defend.
prepare.
That'll give Eleanor enough time to not die.
And like losing Cahokia, the black hole of production becomes an even
It's
deeper
not,
black
it
hole.
actually was fine. Like, they still got more than a settler out of it.
Yeah. He has a.
It's just unfortunate.
Look at Cinnabum, whatever that city is.
Gone.
It's a drive-by.
He's going back here, yeah.
Wait, he takes the city, gets all the Keshig through, and then raises it. Like,
Oh,
so
to
that
use
they
the
have no
bridge? Yeah, you take the city, use it as a bridge for 1 turn, and then you burn it, yeah.
They,
probably.
the Mongolian Empire thanks Fabian for the war effort.
This is so. the pikemen running up to the city to try and protect at any cost.
It's good land for the Genghis.
Yeah, this is super flat.
Yeah, it wasn't flat until he broke through Fabian, actually. Fabian kind
Why
of had
did
a,
you
had
move
a
the
block
horse? He didn't use
Oh.
it as a bridge,
here. Didn't use the bridge.
and he also
It
moved the
doesn't really
horse
matter.
backwards.
His horses
instead
still
of-
have 6 movement, it's fine.
Well, it makes sense for the horse to take it so the knight can go forward because the knight is stronger, and he
Yeah.
doesn't want the it to lower like knowledge check.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
fair.
the mistake of raising it too fast and like not transporting all the Keshiks and stuff.
I like how Fabian's pivoting on all of his pikes to deal with his Keshigs behind him, and there will now be soon Keshigs in front of him again.
Yeah.
or on his side. Like anywhere he moves to uncover, there will be more units coming there.
Infantry, chasing, cavalry.
Like actually, one of the best places he can go with all of these pikemen is actually just straight into the Genghis to try to keep
Dude,
Genghis's units in his city centers.
This is IRL.
Like,
This is IRL Mongolian tactics. You know, attack and
yeah.
then feint retreat. Attack and feint. Look, they're chasing it. Don't chase the Mongol horde. It's...
Yeah, if he wanted to protect it, you could just go over to Wayne cities and just build a line here. But
Yeah, I mean, it's a rough game for Fabian.
yeah,
This is
Gallic
yeah,
gaming.
I mean, basically worst case scenario actually. Well, you have to make more pikemen, Linda, is the problem. Like any number of pikemen you made up until this point is not enough to deal with the Keshigs. You need like 2x the number of pikemen. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
have to build
needs
more anyway.
way more pikemen.
And you need to try to stop the Genghis from moving around you, and the ways you do that are either standing in his way, which he's attempting to do, but it's just too far. Or you can go to the Genghis' city and threaten to take Genghis' cities with your pikemen, which would keep a larger portion of the new Genghis military at home and limit the problem. So I think he's actually supposed to be pushing into the Genghis here, which sounds weird, but is probably correct.
It's the best, yeah, the best play because he blocks like the choke toward.
Yes,
Like he's
he can
literally
also get to the
going.
Matterhorn choke. Right? These are Matterhorn
Wait,
Keshigs.
wait, these are better. Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. Okay, that's why they're like moving
He needs
so
to go get
fast.
to that Matterhorn and park pikemen all around it.
Does Fabian see it or does?
No, yeah, he sees
Fabian
it.
knows.
Like-
Yeah, Fabian knows.
Okay, what is this? Like I think he can just plant a city on the sugar. Well, problem solved, right?
Well, he tried to plant the city farther away than the sugar, and that didn't work out.
Ah. Well, yeah, because there's more units, right? Like they got fully surrounded. So. Fuck is
We're
this?
saying he's trying, Maelstrom. He's trying. It's Gangoose. It's hard to contain.
Yeah, if you're greedy, it's hard to contain. That's true.
How was he that greedy? What did he do? Was the
One-
Artemis a
I don't
mistake? Where
know.
was the mistake?
I saw him build a district and went and said you should make unit.
This ancestral hall has been 4 builders. I'm waiting for more
Hey,
settlers
that's-
to come out.
Hey, that's 4 builders that you did not need to buy, so that you can upgrade the Zula.
True.
True?
But he
That's
could
not
also
relevant.
have a city at 10 pop by now. This city's not growing
No.
anymore.
It's the team player government building, okay? Team player no need to buy me builder. I got it.
I make builder instead. Zulu
I mean,
needs a
kinda
lot more
is.
units too.
Does he, though?
I mean, he's got Expo cores coming up.
It kind of looks like Hungary is getting absolutely cooked.
Did Zulu get the engineer one? Oh,
No. Genghis got the
This guy.
engineer. The engineer general's up here.
What's the second general from Genghis, by the way? Was that one of the 75ers?
Timur, yeah.
Yeah, it was 75, okay.
I'm surprised
Bengal
Zulu
has a
didn't get it.
75, and then Hungary just doesn't have one.
Yeah, Hungary just doesn't have one.
Oh, yeah.
Zulu is gonna get the 300 ones soonish. I guess
Really
not
soon,
soonish.
actually.
Like 5 turns maybe.
That's actually really quick.
Wait, if it's
They'll probably have to pass that.
Yeah, he probably does pass it because it would go to 155 cost after. So
You're just giving Hungary a way to get like a general that works on muskets for the Industrial Renaissance general, right? And muskets are a realistic thing he's making it to on Hungary this game, I think.
yeah,
Oh, you have to pass it to keep Hungary weak.
first he finally got some campuses coming out on Hungary. Oh, it lived.
no, 11. That's crazy. 1 HP.
Fucking no RNGs.
6
changes.
HP.
Thank you, Elephant Guy. This is your doing.
That wasn't something that I necessarily wanted. I didn't really understand the need for the change.
Nerf.
People don't realize how much they benefit from RNG being in the game.
Yeah.
I think
They
it made
already
on average attacks weaker. I don't know why it did, but it feels like on average attacks are a little bit weaker now.
they don't want RNG in the game, and yet they play with huts. You know, RNG.
Yeah, huts are on, but yeah, huts are on and map generation. What the hell?
Yeah, how
Exactly, I
come
know.
everybody isn't playing the same map?
Exactly,
What the
like
fuck?
fixed map. You know, no RNG. Like, come on, man.
Every civ always gets the
Perfectly
same
balanced
spawn no
east
matter
versus
what
west.
civ you're playing.
Mhm.
Honestly, it could go east versus west as a map that generates half the map, then just mirrors it on the other side.
Who
And then the
performs
city
better?
placement would be the same.
They took
Well, it would mean that you're still getting a random map, right? But you're not getting a.
Yeah.
There's not a difference in balance between the teams, right? It'd be a
25
random map, but it'd
envoys
be
on
perfect
Anshan.
mirror. Who's this?
Well, you
Forking
see,
Knight.
you
Oh,
see,
nice.
a Varangian could just easily take that. You know.
There's no Brangadin in the game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When Varangian existed, you
Oh,
know,
I think
the
you can
settler
still pretty
got
easily take
taken.
it from the Genghis.
There's
Wait,
Huh?
by
no,
who?
there's no settler here anymore.
The gold guy, the Gaul, Fabian.
Yeah, Fabian's a redeeming
Fabian strikes
factor.
again.
His redeeming war move, said or delete the settler.
Yeah, he lost the city over here because he was deleting the settler over here.
Yeah.
The
That's
now
what's up?
That's depressing, actually. I really wanted Justice to have that city. I'm CC plus now.
the Victoria.
Wait, why?
The city's
Why?
so
Because
good.
Boomer lost that
It's so
city.
pog.
Like, look at it. It was like the best city in the game, and now
Oh,
it's gone.
you mean that? I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
Reina city. The Reina city is pretty amazing
No.
because it's
Do you think
4
that
of
he could have
Victoria.
held the city? I guess there's a lot of these units over here. Like he could have kept the
His
settler.
teammates decision it. Oh no, on Gaul, no, absolutely not. No, he could have. He'd have loyalty issues all over there. Like, not deleting is probably correct.
You keep the settler and you just walk it this way.
Yeah,
Escape.
it's not doing anything, but like wasting your APM and potentially giving the seller back to the enemy. I don't know. I think it's easy to lead, but
Oh my god, it lived in 1 HP again. Elfin guy.
dude, that's crazy. It's almost like there's no RNG.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Elfin guy.
Pew pew.
But those did not live to 1 HP though.
Expo go burr.
What? So these are technically field cannons, right? Because
They're 50 base strength.
what about range? Right? You know.
They're 40. No, I
Wait,
think that is the. Is that not the? They're 50 base range strength. Field
Okay.
cannons are 50 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Field cannons. Why play Korea when there's this sim? You know, just have watches a lot earlier and cores.
That's funny. He's now building
Wait, they're building
building the
Yeah,
statue of
statue.
Zeus in place of this statue of Zeus. Oh, R.I.P. Portsmouth dead.
Yeah, Keshiks were not supposed to get there.
And there's a.
It's like having. It's a bit like having sand in your swimming trunks right now.
Yeah.
There's not supposed to be Keshiks there.
He wasted time going up. Like, he should have just gone across. He probably could have been okay. Are these relevant Are these relevant in cities that don't have loyalty issues after turn 20 or so?
Yeah,
monuments?
The culture's so good.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't get your Eleanor to give you a book, or you already have a book, and you don't have a district slot, you still need culture. So actually, there's a theory right now that you're supposed to build the monument.
What the fuck?
There's a theory, kind of, that you're supposed to build a monument in every city around turn 60.
Yeah.
Because the culture is still good. For 30 prod, 2 culture is not that bad. The thing is, just building it early tends to not do anything to help your game. Or not enough to help your game. But building it later when a builder is much more expensive because the builder price scales, and a district's much more expensive because the district size scales, the monument stays a flat cost. Because the monument's a flat cost, eventually it's optimal to build it.
No,
Because
not
it's
the
always 30
Keshigs.
price. Always 30 pro.
I know the Keshigs had to go up and around, but I'm saying Gall's unit should have just gone straight across. They wasted time going up rather than just coming straight across because he was never going to get to the city in time.
It's okay. We have Ancestral Hall. We can resettle.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
just
rebuild.
resettle it. It's fine.
We'll rebuild. But yeah, granaries, watermills, monuments inevitably become worth it. Even if generally in the early game they're weak because the price of things is low. Like your builder, your aqueduct, your library, your come up, it's all relatively low. Eventually the price point hits value.
Yeah, monument cost never scales
Yeah,
up. It's
because
always 30
monument costs
cost.
are flat, eventually they're valuable. The question is just when are they valuable? And I think the present running theory is around turn 60, they're worth it. In like every city, just like 30 prod for 2 culture around turn 60 is just worth it.
Yeah, you can usually get
Unless you're
1 or
playing
2 turns
high culture
with
stuff.
like a lot of overflow if it's 2 turns.
Unless you're playing like a high culture civ already. Like on Russia, probably not worth it. On Eleanor France, probably not worth it. But on Zulu or on like Scotland, yeah, definitely worth it on like a Zulu or Scotland where you don't have as much culture.
Yeah.
It's a little bit civ dependent as well.
I mean, Paul's keeping up in culture despite not having Golden Age. He still has more science too. But imagine how big he would be if he had Golden Age.
Yeah, but his Genghis is doing a decent job of making the enemy team smaller,
That is also true.
more manageable. And the Hungry Levy. Like, look at all those units that Abraham has. I don't know how many of those he actually had to build himself, but pretty large number of men.
Thinking about keeping this? Like, what's the...
No, never. It just insta flips. It's all
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is he...
Monuments can be
He
worth
shot-
it in autocracy as well, Onyx. Yeah.
He shot with this archer, but I would have pillaged the Com Hub maybe.
Or running
Another-
the legacy card. The problem with the legacy card is nobody in the game can afford to go the legacy card this game. The naval civs need all their legacy. The free sim victory conditions need the amenities because the countdown situation is not great for both teams. And the frontliners need all their legacy. So autocratic legacy is not a real choice for any player in this game. But the autocratic legacy card I have been experimenting with. I think it's really good on Russia right now. I think it's really good on Russia, and it was really good on Trajan. There's a couple civs where autocratic legacy is really good. Might be really good on Vicky too, considering you have a half-cost harbor. Any half-cost district civ, it's a consideration for autocratic legacy. Like, I think it's consideration on Greece's as well, if you're doing Acropolis opening.
A few now have showed up.
Yeah, they're gonna burn that city. Oh, maybe not.
I
Maybe
mean,
they
it's
can't
got
send through.
walls. And he's got 3 of them, I guess, but
He might not be able to slam through.
he doesn't have any frigates or anything.
Honestly, 3 is not that many. I guess it's just
He's
checking
got
around what's over
4.
there.
This one won't be there for 2 turns, I guess. Well, 1, 2.
There is a
3, 4,
caravel
5,
fleet to
6.
try to defend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he's keeping this. Unless he's like waiting until the last second to raise it. But he raids this one immediately, so he can't take another city in 2 turns. Or really 1 turn.
Why is Eleanor sleeping 0 units? Eleanor needs to make boats right now because he sees Portugal coming across the water.
He's like, make walls
believe.
and then let all my tiles get pillaged. Oh, there we go. There was the raise.
But yeah,
No,
I think the Eleanor does need to make a couple knights to try to get rid of these Keshigs.
I don't know why he's making an art museum.
It's half price. You're playing Eleanor.
Yeah, but like, make the knight first, you know? And then make the art museum?
He probably does not have knight tech. No, he does actually. He has knight tech. He has the horse.
Yeah, he
for-
is.
for food.
Yeah.
Not sure then. Maybe
I
wall
mean,
shot?
maybe
Like, he
he's
might
just
be
thinking
relying
that
on Sea Dog wall shot.
the sea dogs are gonna be enough, yeah. I mean,
With
it
the
did take
wall shot, you
out
gotta get rid of the
one
problem.
of the Keshigs got killed, if not
He'll
both.
take out another next turn. He's the host. He has first moves on everybody, I think. Like, this is fine. actually.
Yeah,
not
he's
investing too many
kind of
units.
fine.
The pikeman came out to play. Oh, it lived.
It lived.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it lived.
Honestly, kind of wants to.
Fabian.
He can't kill it with a
Fabian
melee
is
unit.
so real.
So
Does Fabian have as much production as the Mongolia? As the Genghis?
Fabian has
Is it 81
85.
versus-
Genghis has 83.
Okay, so he's a little bit more proud than the Genghis. Let's go.
He has less science but more culture.
Yeah, I mean, if the Genghis has the same prod as the Gaul, you know the Genghis is having a good game.
Yeah. They're both on
It's,
4 cities now, so
Yeah, it's evened up.
they're finally
Punished
pushing.
for greeting. He's gonna fight over this Matterhorn now.
10 turns too late, but you know.
No,
We're
it's-
still
it's
stalemated
a little
here.
bit late, but- It's not a stalemate. It's slowly going the favor of Zulu.
Zulu's gained 1 tile. I
Yeah,
guess
but he's lost fewer units. The Hungary's probably lost a unit a turn, or to these crossbow corps.
Yeah. Maybe he has like push back here as
The,
well.
the Hungary used to have a double line of units, and it's
Yeah,
no
now he
longer
only
a
has
double
single
line on the
of
whole front.
units, yeah.
Yeah, part of it's like very corroded.
This guy's probably dead too.
Yeah, the Zulu will eventually break through this. The question is just when.
The Knight cores are coming out now.
Yeah, those are the
And
critical
the
units
statue-
that everyone
the
kind of
statue of
assumes would be
Zeus.
coming.
For extra production bonus.
I mean, it's a good building, and it's a good wonder in the Genghis. I build it almost every game I fight against Genghis.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
It
production.
actually,
efficiency.
you get the amount of production. It's like 400 prod or something, and standard speed, so like 200 prod, I guess.
Yeah.
And the number of units that you get is also worth like 400 prod or like 200 prod. So
Well, yeah, and then you get the like 50 or 30% bonus
yeah, and then
towards
you
building
get the
anti-cav as well.
bonus production towards anti-cav. So
It winds up being really, really cost efficient wonder.
yeah, nice.
I'm not sure if you actually get 200 prod out of it. Let's see, it's like 30 plus 30 plus 30,
I don't know how much a
Plus-
spear is.
15 plus 15.
So it's 32 times 3, and archer
No,
is
you
what?
have to subtract 50% off those because you build them with the card.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
So they're not 32, they're really 24.
Yeah.
So 74 plus the 2 archers, which are both, I think the
You get
archer
3
prod
archers
is like 25
and a battering ram.
or something. Yeah, you get something like 160 prod out of it. I think.
Archer is 30, so minus 50% of that. It's like 24, yeah.
20 each. 20 each. So it's 60 for the archers and like 75 for the spearmen or something. Plus the battering ram being like, I don't know how much a battering ram was, like 35 prod maybe?
$65, so it's 32 prod, which is there's no card for battering ram, so it's 32.
There is. It works with the siege card, I think, no?
You don't. No, I don't think so. It's a support unit, not a siege unit.
Huh? The battering ram's a support unit? Whatever. Sure. Yeah, okay. But you basically like 170 prod and then from 200, but then you get the bonus efficiency for the rest of the game. That's a really valuable wonder. And if you do the flat number, then it is like you get at least 200 prod out of it if you do the flat number, right?
Yeah.
If you don't use the card for producing your spearmen and archers, then you get
30,
at least 200.
30 is 60 plus 32.
You're gonna like 220 if you want to use the card.
Yeah.
Good. All right, I have to go now. Hope the game gets more interesting. I hope that the Portugal Eleanor naval fight becomes a thing. It's
Yeah.
always fun to watch the naval battles on East vs West.
Thank you for joining me.
Yep.
And providing your insight. And see you
It
later.
is an interesting game. I'll probably catch up with it when I get back, maybe.
Yeah, if it's still up, you're welcome to rejoin the call or whatever if you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna post
Peace
the
out.
VOD too, so
Bye, chat.
see ya. Alright, we have no boats being built. Wall's coming out. He decided to go for Cahokia instead. I mean, he can't really. Yeah, he chopped. There we go. That's that. This is safe. Nothing really gonna happen over here. I mean, now, there's coming around the bottom, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. Levy revealing, just scouting with catapults. Now he's pushing in Garza Garmu. Pretty much done over here. He didn't lose. He lost like university pillage, mine pillage. He lost this city, but not too much. That city only had a comm hub. It wasn't super big. It was really like taking Gaul, like making Gaul irrelevant as well. Biggest issue, I think. The naval trade city. Yeah, they're both good targets. For actually, they're trading through Bristol. They're not trading through Cahokia. Because you see there's no road here. So they're not, like, there was one going this way, but they're going through Bristol over this way. I'm sure that he'll come again at Ironclads or something. But for now, not much of a naval fight happening. He's still building a library. I mean, there's not a single melee unit over here, though, to take the city, so... He's just shooting it for XP, I guess. This is like the most interesting part of the map. This guy gotta move back or he's gonna get shot. That's okay. Germany is still super ahead on prod. $300 production now. Almost 400 production, and he doesn't even have industrialization yet. He finally got a book. I mean, if we look at the books, like, we have... One, two, three, four, 5 books on Eleanor. And 1 book on Germany. And then artists on Eleanor as well. Okay. Now Zulu's coming up here to attack Genghis now. And that's not a good trade at all. These are just dead Keshigs. The walls. No Reina from Eleanor? Not yet. I mean, he's Ancestral Hall, so... He went Magnus for chopping. Moksha 3 for internals. Pegala 3, probably. For Grats. I don't know what the other move is from Magnus. But if we look at the text, nationalism in 5 turns. Okay, that's not a good trade. Industrialization in 2 turns, and Wasser is quite far behind with cartography. These are Germany's real stats, too. He's got better stats than everybody in the game, and these are his real stats because he's normal age. Not quite sure, like... I mean, okay. We got free wildcard policy slot. Pretty nice. This guy's just chilling over here. And Garzagarmu is dead. Yeah, and this is dead. This is done. Mongolia has a bit of an issue now. It lived. It didn't live. It got the wall shot. Yeah, I think you just pull back. You get armies or something and upgrade to field cannons if you get to field cannons. I mean, I imagine he'll get to field cannons. Maybe. He needs an armory. He needs to improve his tiles. That's what he really needs to do. Gaul as well. Gaul is working no improved tiles in the city. Like he's working these, maybe these, and this. But he's probably working these two flat, like unimproved, not flat, but unimproved hilled. Golden Age is overrated when you have infinite prod, I guess. Yeah. Imagine if he had Penbrush Voice, though. He'd be, like, super ahead. I don't know how his culture is actually as good as it is. Maybe his culture... There's no culture CS in the game, so... Maybe they have culture ally. That's how it's good. One is the era flip. 5 turns. 60. Okay, Golden Age. I think this is Golden Age. Nope, he needs another 10 points actually for Golden Age. He needs 10 points as well. Dark and dark right now. Everybody's dark right now. I think Eleanor's trying for golden for sure. I mean, I feel like everybody should be trying for golden. Big Theater Kahlo. Kahlo is like 4 cities. Maybe 5. You might have this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 5 city Kahlo. That's like 10. That's like 5 culture. 5 culture, 10 amenities. Because these two are not in range. If he placed it here, or even like here, like one of these flat tiles, like you just crush the farms, like Kahlo would have been better. Because it's 1 out of range of both Cologne and Aachen. They kill Mogadishu up here. Muskets now coming out. Oh, we can see the trade here with the muskets and the MP. That's not a good trade, but the knight, also not a very good trade. This one's on a floodplain, I guess. Oh, that's better. With the general. He didn't have general in range before. No siege units. Or battering ram or anything like that. I mean, he does have high adjacency theaters, but I think he probably has culture alliance or something with Portugal. Because Portugal's culture is also pretty decent for being in free ink. And he only has 1 theater and no books. So I'm pretty sure it's Cultural Alliance. Okay. A few more frigate pre-builds coming out. One is simming. I don't know if he sees this boat. Happy Scientist. Happy Scientist was picked up on America, and Isaac Newton on Portugal. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they should get golden. Doesn't look like anybody on Chillbro is even trying for golden. I understand why maybe these guys aren't trying for golden, because their front line you can get like +5 still. But both Justice and Paul are gonna have golden. And one is pretty close to getting it anyway. I mean, it's probably not traveling that far. Traveling northeast, so it's going this way. Doesn't really, it's probably fine. I don't know how he didn't see this boat. I mean, maybe it only has 2 vision, right? Yeah. So he just went right, they went right past each other. I mean, he has extra sight, so he's, I mean, he didn't see it because, yeah, it's moving up to the right. I don't think it's enough, like, either way. Either way, you're not gonna, like, it's not gonna kill your boats. It might damage them a little bit, but they'll just heal. It'll be fine. This boat is gonna be such a disaster in here. He's gonna pillage so many tiles. Or so many traders. I mean, he'll see it next turn, right? Depending on which way this is going. Yeah, this guy's going this way, so he will see it when it moves in, but it's like too little too late at that point. It lived. Someone got +3 Admiral? Probably. Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah, it might not be up yet. They both passed. Now Germany is unlocking. America's also trying to unlock, but Germany's getting it a little bit sooner. Yeah, no +3 Admiral yet. The Ironclad is up next. So neither of them, the Zulu pushes did nothing. Not nothing, but not very much. That trades pretty well, I guess, with the general and the core and the extra flanking. He also has thrust. That helps too. We have no more settlers out of Gaul. Now would be a good moment to like make some settle up here maybe on the sugar like they said earlier. I mean, I definitely think that, yeah, there's another pillage. There we go. Now he's bringing these guys back. How many traders got pillaged? At least 3, I think. Or 2. Probably gonna be 3. Garzgaramu dead. Frigate upgraded. I mean, he's still done nothing to prepare. He just continued to sim as if, like, guy totally left. But he didn't leave. He's just right here. Yeah, like Elephant said, Chillbro's doing a very good job of letting Boomer Gaming come back into the game despite the spawns and stuff. Like 6 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 cities. I mean, Hungary did a good job not dying to the Zulu. And Mongolia as well did a good job pushing back the Zulu with the muskets. But, like, what is the win con? Okay, why do we... Somebody already have nationalism boost? Maybe he boosted nationalism for them? I'm surprised nobody's going to get Golden Age. Juanes might go normal. Just by accident. Like, he gets a nationalism next turn, so he gets another point from that. Paul started Ruhr. Venetian finished. The frigates are coming now. Like, you're gonna lose these 2 cities, and for what? Because you did nothing to prepare. You like... It's... Why not expect a naval fight? He already came once. Why do you think he's just not gonna come again? I mean, now he's starting Great Library, but it's next turn. Okay. He delayed nationalism. Everybody's dark. Is Germany normal again? No. Golden Age acquired, golden, dark, dark. And everybody on Chillbro is dark. All right. You can see in a minute. Lots of gold for upgrades over here. Ironclad's coming out. Yeah, this is... both these cities are dead. Like, literally no boats. One frigate, one caravel fleet. Both these cities are dead. And he's now starting to make things for Golden Age, but, like, who really cares? This guy's not going to do anything anymore. I mean, more free units coming out from industrialization. Yeah, he's on ironclads. Ironclads get across the sea in, like, what, 2 turns? Yeah, GG. I don't really know what happened in terms of the, like... Maybe they just saw Germany was too big and everybody made dark and nobody made golden. They're like, nobody made golden, so... we're gonna concede. Hopefully they join, the call. Post-game call. Where's the channel that I'm in? Here we go. Oh. Hello?
Hi. GG's. I played fucking.
Good evening. GG well played.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
GG.
we were so fucking scuffed on space and we had one continent. It was so bad.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, would have had rather less space and a tighter choke to Mongolia, you know? I mean, what do you mean tighter choke? You blocked Matterhorn for, I don't know, 25 turns. That was a little bit annoying. But when the Keshiks had Matterhorn promotion, that was kind of pog.
Yeah.
Funny.
You scaled up the Keshik mill too fast, I didn't notice fast enough, and then I didn't have units. If I just have units and a choke on the top, I think it's fine, but I fucked that up. I lost the game there for us. That was bad. Just didn't notice it in time.
Pretty painful.
Hmm?
Single continent gaming, pretty painful.
Honestly, the fact that Colosseum was up that late, that kinda saved my game, I think.
Yeah, we were expecting you.
I wanted to ask,
We were expecting you to go
about
Kala
the-
way earlier than you did.
Yeah. But why did you place it there? Why
Yeah.
not on the maze tab?
Yeah,
When I put my entertainment down, I did not know Colosseum was still up, and then I had theaters already in place for then the Colo, and then I thought maybe. But yeah, I guess actually Maze would be better, yeah. I agree. That was just...
Yeah, you missed 2
I don't know.
cities that you easily could have gotten.
I think that was a time a bit stressful for me, where I had to make a lot of decisions and then just put down the Colo fast. I mean, it's not that bad. No, it hits 5
No,
cities.
It's
On the
5
Maze,
cities.
it's-
Yeah.
it
But Rendsburg
hits
was
6
super late.
maybe.
Oh, what's your
Yeah.
prod?
Michael.
My gold's 300.
Prod.
Bro, the
Shot is
631.
630.
He's
Ah,
just
okay.
exploding.
But I don't have all my coal power plants yet. I think
Yeah.
I
He
will
had
have...
six.
game
He had
is
600 prod before even having industrialization.
He also has +6 intel on me because I don't see his cities. That's Portugal.
Yeah.
Oh, Portugal.
So,
Yeah.
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
also have
Super cooked.
3 continents, you know.
Wannes, I started one turning ironclads from every city this time.
Juanes,
I mean, yeah,
where is your
everything is
navy?
slower.
Where's
What
your
do you mean
navy?
that-
One turn away. One turn away.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah.
I am-
Wayne's,
guys-
what is your navy?
So you
I'm
see
not-
the
I'm
guy,
thinking
you
past
see the guy
nines.
coming early, and he comes with like 4 caravels, and then you make no boats after that.
Nah, because I'm defending the fucking janks. I'm queuing walls in all my cities.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect to bring, like, I didn't even bring Admiral. Like, this was just scouting mission. Then I realized, wait, there's actually nothing here.
Yes.
I was so confused.
And you didn't even
I
like
had to
check.
upgrade my caravel early because otherwise my cities would have died to the fucking jangas. That is the issue.
I
So,
like,
it was only
I
one.
actually think I upgraded 4 galleys, because I like on East vs West usually they are never. But
Like when the Jengis appeared, I had two choices. Either I take Man at Arms and buy one, that would have taken 2 turns, or I take 1 turn cartography and upgrade the core. That were the only 2 choices to get a strong unit, so my cities would bend over.
I mean, I think
Yeah, but then you
the-
still like I don't know.
you just
Afterwards,
reacted
like
to
you
it
still
way too
just put
late,
in the boat
no?
card and.
Like, my cities have no problem, man, I'm telling you.
Did nobody tell you Mongolia was coming for your cities from the north?
I was about
mean,
to say that. Like the second that
But
Kevin
they,
doesn't
yeah, I mean
continue
they
the
did, but I
attack.
refused to do anything because the guy feds in my team. So like, you know,
Okay.
I think-
like I don't know.
The other guy fed, so you also chose to feed. That's what I'm hearing.
Nah, I just queued up walls and did privateers. So when you run in, he.
I mean, yeah, the walls and privateers did end up working pretty well to defend.
Yeah,
They totally stopped the push.
He just
but-
he gets few pillages, but there's not much I can do about that. Like,
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
I get 4
if I build 8 anti-cav units, like yeah, GG, then the game's over as well. Like, I don't know.
It was still extremely funny to see how Mongolian units were making the conga line coming towards you. Nothing was being built in your territory, and the pikemen were so slow from gold to try to catch up to them.
I mean,
Yeah, I
don't
think
know what
think
happened.
Fabian should have just gone straight to your cities instead of like that. The North City was dead.
Like,
so
I don't
you just ignored
understand
it.
how you lose matchup against Genghis with printing, engineer, and goal. Like I don't understand.
I mean I was faster on printing than him, to be fair.
He has printing engineer. Like
I mean that's fine, but I had 1 or 2 turns printing on him.
but he has also geothermal in all his cities. Like he has
First I had
accomplices.
spy. First I had the spy for 1 or 2 turns, and then it was leveled again, and then I had
And
printing.
I think it's time for me to leave Chillbro, to be honest.
It is time.
Are you guys looking for a team, by the way? Can I
Do you speak German, Wannes?
sorry, only
I'm not really German, sorry.
Yeah,
But-
start your
but wait,
start your German lessons now.
Ja. Ich bin good German speaker. Sorry, what?
Ah,
Ich sprechen Deutsch.
Michael, exclusively for your viewers. Build Venetian, enemy CC, easy.
I mean, yeah, I needed to get onto the Venetian, but like I zoned out, man. Like to be honest, I don't.
Yeah, I
felt
felt
the end
like
of
it. Like
first.
you were borderline trolling, to be honest. I feel like, but it's
Yes, of
understandable.
course.
They
when,
did
like,
a very good job griefing you.
I mean, like me and Wasser are just spamming units because we're getting griefed by the Hungary, bro, and the Mongolia. So that's super annoying, but yeah. We should have probably banned Hungary.
To levy Mexico City.
The Mexico City levy
He
was
got
huge,
envoy huts,
actually.
He got envoy
I
huts.
just got
Yeah,
3
yeah.
random envoy huts and.
I mean, Wasser saying I think it was
Levy
bad
was
play, but it's
huge,
gear chat
yes.
play. Like it's super good.
You guys
Oh my
got to
God.
see stuff that was.
Because we full reveal Germany. Like we don't see all the cities yet, but we can do it with IZ project and commercial project.
Yeah, but 2 turns later we revealed Johannesburg.
I mean, yeah, that's unlucky, but still, like.
Yeah, Joe Berg
I
was
guess
good on
the
one.
city was
One
fine,
is
like,
anyway.
It's difficult to.
I mean,
kill,
yeah,
but-
I held Joe Berg. I had a good game with it. Yeah, it's fine. But I mean, it's obviously better on the brown.
Yeah, it's obviously better on the guy that spams
Hungary-
industrial zones,
Hung-
but like, it's not
Oh,
bad on
fine,
any
that's,
city
it doesn't
on any
matter.
player. So
I mean, you have to understand. We see, or like he says, "Oh my God, I have 3 envoys," and I see Mexico semi pocket. So I'm telling him, "Go levy." It's...
I mean, the alternative is also like we might have one Lucius that is not able to get him taken by Hungary and stuff. So
I mean, I think long term I
of
hold the
course,
blue
it's,
below
of,
me,
of
but
course it's big
yeah.
value, but 3
I
envoys.
don't know, maybe
like,
not.
for
Depends on
free,
Hungary.
You can fucking
envoy
guarantee
generation.
Lucius for the rest of the game. That's
True. I mean, you have to go money and stuff, but yeah, you can actually guarantee it.
I mean, my spawn was. What my
Yeah,
spawn
I mean,
was.
I think this one is fine to be honest.
Are
but
you
I think
guys
we should've-
actually only one continent, or do you have access to?
We are
some
Yeah,
actually.
One.
no, yeah, it's
It
one.
was exactly one.
Yeah,
But that's
everybody's
cool,
on
like, it's
purple.
kinda
Everybody's
fine.
on purple for
And honestly, Paul
Boomer
and me
Gaming.
are
Yeah, if Colo
also,
no, it's like
uh,
fine to be honest.
Paul
Maybe
and
show on
me
stream,
are
maybe.
very good on space as well. Like I think. Spawn-
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
they-
his, for
yeah, he
just
was-
his first expand, I told him no, you can't go 2 tiles to the right. I want to
wait, did
set
you
it
see
next
the-
to it.
Did you see the first game, Dave, and on spot? The
be
first
honest,
game,
the first
the
one?
mountain range was insane.
Yeah,
Between
I don't know why you
me
guys
and
remapped that. Why did you guys remap that? I feel like that's
because I have
fine.
nothing to do there.
But the first,
What do you mean?
The first game was so beautiful. I had such a god spawn. I was so
Did
mad.
you see
First
the
map
mountain
was
range
so
between me
good.
and Gaul? Gaul cannot expand anywhere, basically.
But
It's
what
all
is we had
blocked.
basically 4 gods.
Gaul
on
just
our-
expands towards the Genghis or Hungary that was
Yeah.
next to him.
I mean, then it's
Like,
good that we
Yeah, we had 4
Yeah.
gods.
Yeah,
spawns.
was-
I had
I mean,
the-
first map we had more freshwater expands on
Yes.
our Portugal than non-fresh. Like
I
I
actually
did not
one
see
of
a
the
The
non-fresh water
second map I
expand
had
for him.
that spawn.
Yeah,
The second map
this-
I
this
had
was-
double whale
This
refish.
was so good. White side, I had sugar freshwater expand. And cap, I had pearls, turtle, and refish. And left side, I had freshwater expand as well with double sugar to work. Like, it's just insane. Like, I think this is honestly the best naval spawn I ever had.
Yeah, same. And I mean, if I on Genghis get a full plains and full wooded Roraima, turn 6, I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
can't complain.
we
yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
insane
then we
game.
have to play this. Like, we feel so scammed.
Yeah, and then in the end we have to play a game with one continent. Yeah, thank you very much.
yeah, but it's all right because they fed you the game anyway.
Dude, also the CS early, the gold CS, man. That CS was churning units like no other. What was that, bro?
Well,
Like the CS like Galley rushed. I mean, not really rushed.
Oh, Cahokia? Yeah, it had 8 warriors.
Yeah.
That was funny.
8 warriors, triple galley, whatever, man.
That was really funny.
yeah, Mr. Deltan. Like, yeah, maybe, but I feel like we kind of won this game because of play. Like,
Of Genghis won you the game, like.
yes, because.
Yeah, but you
play.
definitely could have
But
prevented that
I
from
still think
happening.
but I
Yes,
still
of
think
course,
that
but-
the map is shit for us. That's what I'm saying.
Is it?
Yes.
I think.
Okay,
The
I mean,
map
I
is-
don't
Look,
know.
I mean, just look at my stream. Like, look at where Portugal is. They're all on one continent. Portugal has no
There was some
space.
weird ocean. Joburg Levy. There was some weird ocean there. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, Portugal has
This map
no
in general is
space.
super weird. Like,
Really,
my link
Germany
is
doesn't have that
more,
much space either.
I effectively have 3 cities.
like my link
Yeah.
is more backline than me. It's so weird map actually. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's what was also weird for me because when I loaded into to the spawn, not only Portugal and Germany are kind of sus. Also, I thought, okay, if I click 4, I already have coast to the left, and
Dude,
there
for a
is
moment
no
I
one
thought
left
that
of
was-
Leni. It was so
Yeah.
weird.
For a moment, I even thought it was inland sea on Eleanor, low key. Like that was so weird. I kind of was actually almost like that was like.
No, yeah, you have this like
fire.
weird like bay
Yeah,
over here,
but
but
it could have been inland sea. Like sometimes it happens.
Have a good evening. GG well played. Waiting for the second game.
Bye bye, bro.
Bye.
Oh yeah, by the way,
the Hungry
Wait,
spawn.
that's AKA new game.
we didn't schedule it, right?
It ended up
Like,
working
almost what
for
happened,
Hungary
right?
that he went comm hubs, but we were very confused about why Hungary chose to open comm hubs instead of campus encampment.
I mean, I guess it worked out.
It did work out because but if Zulu had come earlier instead of like trying to go
I was
over
also
here,
confused. Yeah.
he like he would have just been dead if he had plenty of time to prepare. But if he came earlier, then he would have just been dead.
He had to save the goal, I guess. Otherwise, the goal was kind of cooked.
I mean, Vatican took off some pressure off the main cities, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, if you actually like, I think if the Zulu just cores like night cores. Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
they were discussing that. Like, if he just went night course, this would have been like a lot easier and a lot over, because
like we also had a lot of iron. Like I'm Vicky, so we have a lot of iron. I don't know. I think it was fine.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what? Night course is like 65 strength on hit, and he
Yeah,
has-
and he
And
doesn't
he went-
have anything. Like
Yeah, if he just came with the night
Never comes
course,
from gold. Yeah, exactly.
it would have been
Night core, Expo
more
core.
effective.
Super easy. Like I
Why-
understand the Impy against Genghis, but against
Yeah, but you could have done that after, like done the follow up over here and tried to bail the guy out with the impies after you went knights expos.
like Impy is good unit, but only really if you can slam into Cav. Otherwise, kind of shit.
Yeah, right. And he just spammed, like once he saw that he was going impies, he just spammed swords. And he got out like
Yeah.
12, like 18 swords or something like that, double line of units.
Like, I think Night Core, Expo Core, nothing Hungary can really do to stop it.
Yeah.
Hungary stats were also atrocious in the beginning, so I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't build a campus until like turn 50 or something.
He had 30-30 on era roll over the second era, so like, yeah, I don't know what happened actually.
Germany also didn't build a campus until super late.
Okay, but that's fine.
But he went gold into brown district and then got his stats
Oh, by
up.
the way, Paul Normal Age came a second, huh?
Yeah, I know.
And still
That we found that
stats,
pretty
you know,
sus.
Yes.
But it didn't really matter because he had fucking
Yeah,
massive production.
This was when we were feeding, right? Like, and then I said to my team, like, let's lock in. Paul is normal age, we can win. But then it went even more so. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, schedule if Devin's next game. I might not be around, to be honest. Anymore.
Yeah, like tomorrow's not gonna happen, right?
I mean, tomorrow I could. Yeah, I can't play, but maybe as Davis, maybe we have enough. I don't know. Anyways, GG.
Yeah, well,
GG.
schedule. Bye bye.
Yep, bye. Alright, sweet. So that's the game. GG to Boomer Gaming. Good attempt by Chillbro. You can take a look at the VOD. Hopefully later they do. Yeah. The Navy was definitely necessary at some point. I guess he had no prod, he said, but like, I don't know. No naval fight happened, and he's full dead. Everybody full dead over here. Like, definitely, I think Knights first. Like, I don't. MPs are good. MPs are fine, but Knights are better. And yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid. Let's see if there's anybody I don't.